I'm not fake.
Oh, wow. I almost blocked you
Yeah.
yesterday. I thought you were fake.
No, no, I
What
had
part of the
something I
world are
wanted
you
to
in?
say yesterday. What?
What part of the world are you in?
I'm in the US.
How did you come upon my live?
I follow a lot of Nigerians. I'm actually engaged to a Nigerian. So I follow everybody, almost everybody I follow is Nigerian. And I follow a lot of people with Nigerian news. Some of the guys told me that I should follow you. And so I started following you some time ago.
Oh, wow. When I saw the handle, the person kept saying, I want to talk. I'm like, no, this looks like a fake handle because I've had a problem recently where people would spam my account and you just see numbers like 1,200 and I know that I don't get those numbers unless I have a celebrity on line with me. So I'm deleting and blocking some of the accounts that look fake.
Oh,
And I almost blocked you yesterday. I was like, this person looks like. So today I was like, okay, let me just risk it. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
How
It's
old are
it's
you,
nice to
and
meet
how did
meet
you meet
you.
your Nigerian boyfriend? Even though we want to talk about something else, let's start with your story. How old are you? How did you meet your Nigerian boyfriend? How old is he? What drew you to him? Just tell us your story.
Well, you know, it's a crazy story. It really
Hmm.
is. It's a very crazy story. I met him on a game where you can interact on a game.
Hmm.
I I played the game before. I met one Nigerian kid, but he was, doing the Yahoo stuff. And
Oh.
he and I talked for quite a while, got very attached to him, very attached. He finally did tell me who he was, and I learned a lot about Nigeria that way. Um,
Hmm.
I Later I met some others on that same game, and
Hmm.
I it was crazy because I met this one guy in Benin who later jilted me like you wouldn't believe. He went and married some other woman and didn't tell me. And just as I was coming over after COVID let up and we could start flying again, I was going to come over there, found out that he had married this girl in Nigeria. So, I was very distraught over that because, you know, I thought things were different, and then along came my boo, who, as I was crying for days and days on end, he would stay on the line with me for like 3 hours sometimes. And I knew that really cost him to be able to do that. It cost him a lot, um, as far as charging his phone, keeping his data, and all that. And,
How
he never,
old is he, if I may ask?
the one now,
Yes.
he's 34,
And how old are you?
77. Yeah, it's going to be
How
hard,
does I've always this has always fascinated me. How does a 77-year-old fall in love with a 34-year-old? My mom is 71, so you're older than even my mom. And
Okay.
I don't see my mom as someone who can love again. Can people in their 70s, because COVID was only 5 years ago, so you must have been like my mom's age during COVID.
Yeah, well, he got me through COVID too because my family wouldn't. There's a lot of factors that United States is a sick country. It's a sick country, and it doesn't matter how you try to raise your children right. Um, it doesn't matter. how you try to raise your children. You know, my kids won't pay any attention to me. In fact, that first young man that I had met, my grandson broke my iPhone because I was talking to him. But the irony of the whole thing is they leave you out. They leave you out of their lives. And so what are they doing? They're pushing you to go online and meet somebody. It was by accident that I met them. It was totally by accident. But yet they became a really big part of my life. The one thing about the Nigerians, I'll tell you this. I have people, you know, I have some Hispanics that I know here. And I have people in my life who, so there's somebody right now checking on me. He says, "How are you?" And the Nigerians are the ones that come in and check on you and ask, "How are you doing? What's going on? Are you okay?" They're the nicest people in the world. And most of them don't have a motive. Some do, and it's obvious, but others don't.
How are you sure the guy you're with now does not have a motive?
I've been with him for 5 years.
Has he asked you to bring him to America? Has he asked you for money?
You know, oh, there he is right now. But
What's
he's
his
not
name?
on, he's not on Instagram. Um, he he doesn't really want to come to America. That's not been one thing he wants to do because he knows how broken America is. America's a horrible place, and aren't you here?
No, I'm in Nigeria.
Yeah, but you've been here,
Yeah, I've been several times.
right? So you know it's a yeah. Uh,
This thing you're saying, my followers who are in America do not agree with this. They think America is the best place in the world, but you have to come to Nigeria first before you can make that judgment. So, have you been to Nigeria?
I went and met him in Ghana. I've
Why
been to
didn't you
Ghana.
come to Nigeria?
What?
Why didn't you come to Nigeria?
Well, because in the beginning, um, it was too difficult. They don't have Nigerian embassies in my part of the United States. They have them
Where do you stay?
everywhere else. Huh?
Where do you stay in
Washington,
US?
Washington State.
For Washington, is that not where the White House is?
Washington State
Oh, it's different from Washington, D.C.
from Washington D.C. Yes,
Oh.
completely across the continent. And all the embassies are in like Los Angeles, California. They're in Georgia. They're in Washington D.C. Everywhere but here. Everywhere but
Mm.
here. So
Someone
if
saying
I were,
Washington State is Seattle. I know Seattle, but I don't know it as Washington State.
yeah, Seattle. I grew up in Seattle.
Okay. Now I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah, yeah. And so
So
yeah,
you came to Ghana to see him.
yeah. To meet him, yeah, because you have to. We have a fiance visa out there now, going through
Uh,
process.
Oh, okay. So the fiance visa, is that going to bring you to Nigeria or is that going to bring him to America?
It's supposed to bring him to America. Because even if I were to
Hmm.
come to Nigeria and marry him there, uh, if I were to do that, I would still have to come back here and file papers for him and wait forever. This is still going to be a waiting game, a really long waiting game. It's just ugly. It really is. It's ugly, but I'm hoping it's going to be worth it.
Now, I want to ask you, why? did you say that your children and grandchildren are not there for you in America? Because this is something I've been talking about for a minute. How you spend all your energy, your
Well, you're break.
emotions, your time raising children, and then the children are grown and they barely have time for you. Can you
You
talk a little
know,
bit about
well,
that?
okay. Well, my son is in California with his family, and so that's, he tries to come up a couple times a year. Um, but my daughter is right here,
Hmm.
and she's the one that really has made me really angry. Her son is the one that broke my phone because I was talking to this that original kid that I was talking to, and
Hmm.
she would never make him apologize. And there's been this rift in our family ever since. And because he lives there on her property, I'm not invited to a lot of functions.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not invited to a lot of functions. So it's I it hasn't been it just hasn't been, what I would like it to be. And I would like
Hmm.
to spend more time with them and see my grandkids and watch them grow. I found out I'm a great grandmother, and but yet I've not
Hmm.
been invited to come and see them.
Hmm.
It was just
Hmm.
announced to me in a text.
Why did your grandson smash your iPhone? What gave
Because
him that audacity?
he came one night, so the time difference for Nigeria is 8 hours difference for me.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. So, when I would go to bed at night, I would talk to them, early in my morning or in my night when they would when they'd be awake.
Mm-hmm.
And and so I think my granddaughter, who
Mm-hmm.
was her bedroom and my bedroom shared a wall.
Yeah.
So I think she could hear me, and I think she told her family. And my grandson, one night, he came into my room and he said, Granny, he said, I think God is telling me I need to break your phone so you can't talk to those guys. Because I'll tell you, you know as well as I do, Daddy Freeze, that everybody in the United States thinks our Nigerians are scammers. Even my bank, even my bank tells me I can't help anybody in Nigeria because they're scammers and they could be terrorists. Yeah, that's what I'm
Wow.
told. That's what I'm told. Even a pastor over here said the same thing. Like, I have a friend here. She and her husband got married on a fiance visa. He's here, and they were going to the same church I was going to, and
Hmm.
they were having troubles. He owed money back home, and the
Hmm.
guy was threatening his sister back home. So I went to the pastor. I said, do you guys ever help, people with in your congregation when they need some money, quickly?
Hmm.
And he wanted to know what the situation was, and he said, oh, they're all scammers. That was the pastor. That's when I ended that church. I said, you know what, if that's what you're going to think about it, then I'm out of here. I'm not going to have anything to do with your church.
Yeah, but I'm Nigerian and I live in Nigeria. But there have been
Yeah.
so many stories of Nigerians, especially with older British and American women.
Yeah,
Um, and
I have a lady friend in the UK, and yeah, she has had several boyfriends, and she has one she would love to bring over, but she can't because of the, having to have enough money.
hmm, 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 hmm.
So They just don't make it easy. It's really hard. It's not fair at all that somebody would say, "Oh, you're such an age difference, it's going to make a difference." I had to go to an immigration lawyer and I asked him, "Is this going to stop us because of our age difference?" And he said, "I don't think so. It shouldn't."
Mm,
But it just
mm,
depends on the person you get, their prejudice. If
mm,
you get an interviewer that's prejudiced and
mm.
and thinks that all Nigerians are scammers, we won't make it.
Let me ask, what happened to the American men? Um,
Oh
because you
God,
went from
Danny
one
Freeze,
Nigerian man,
look
you
at
went from one
look at them.
Nigerian man
Just
to
okay,
another
just
one.
look at them. You just look at them, Daddy Freeze, and you tell me, from a woman's point of view, would you want a fat, alcoholic, smoking like a chimney fat man who can't even go to the grocery store but without riding in a cart? I don't want that. I want somebody I can have fun with. I did meet a man and he's
By
black.
fun, do you mean like intimate fun? Can you still handle a 35-year-old?
All right. I at the church I'm going to now,
Yeah.
I met a man and he's a couple years younger than me. And he can't keep it up. It's
Yeah, at 75, it's a miracle
well,
to be able to keep it
yeah.
up at 50.
Okay. Well, this is embarrassing. I don't know
No,
what
we
to
need to
say.
have this conversation so that people out there understand why American women like Nigerian men, especially the younger ones.
Well, look, they're so good. Nigerian men are the best looking men in the world. Hmm.
Let me clock that.
They are. Ahead. Go ahead. They are. They're the best looking men. They're the nicest guys. Truly the nicest guys. Come in and check on me, make sure I'm okay. One of the young guys calls me Sweet 16, and he's just a friend, but he's just the sweetest young man. He is the sweetest young man, fighting for his life over there to be able to make a living. And I don't
Mm.
know. I just I want Steven out of there before something happens over there again, like NSARS. Man, Daddy Freeze, when NSARS took place, um, I think my depression started then because um, when you have to. So I was watching different people who would post a lot of the NSARS news. Um, Gosh, what is that guy's name? I don't even see him anymore. He was in the music industry, but I think um there was a couple of different guys who would post a lot of stuff and the horrible stuff that was going on over there. People being shot, killed, Yahoo boys jumping out of windows on three-story buildings and killing themselves, and uh, the guy that got gutted with oh
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Let's try
And
to keep the conversation Instagram
yeah,
friendly because they don't like the
right,
gore.
right.
So I know I lived through it
But
and
what I was going to
NSAS
say is,
panic.
yeah, I watched everything because I was looking and hoping and praying beyond, that I wouldn't find somebody there that I knew. Because I
Wow,
knew that this kid that I was talking to would be one of them out on the streets. I knew he would. And
wow.
so I was afraid for his life. And yeah, and because every now and then we would become disconnected for whatever reason, he wasn't texting me, and I was scared. I was scared for his life, and I had people over here laughing at me.
Oh,
And
wow. Why were
yeah,
they
I
laughing?
had yeah, people laughing at me that I was so involved in it, and I'm like, "Man, I know people over there." When you know people in a war zone, my God, aren't you worried? But see, my America doesn't have they people over here, this whole phone thing is so new to everybody that they don't even talk to people in other countries. So they don't even understand.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
If they would talk to people in other countries and understand. I have a young man from Gaza. Well, so he says. Yeah, asking for money. He's got a GoFundMe and he's asking for help. He's the second one. But see, I can't do that because I really don't know who he is. He could be a fake account, he could be anything.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
and so I try to be really conscious. I got a white guy that follows me. But he's not. He's a Nigerian boy, but he's let me know who he is. He's videoed with me just like this, so we know.
Hmm.
And
Hmm. Hmm.
I, I don't know. It's a funny, it's a funny world.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
This young Nigerian man that you're with, is he married or has he had kids? Has he ever married before?
He he had a Nigerian wedding, I guess, not a documented wedding, and he has a son.
Are you sure he's not living with his wife?
Yep. Mhm.
He's living with his wife.
No, he's not. She's gone. She took off like all Nigerian women do. This is the thing about Nigerian women that I have no respect for them because he didn't make enough money. She took off and left him to raise his son. And brother, his brother and his wife are raising his son for him because he can't as a single father and try to work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he
Oh,
pays
wow.
school fees. He has to pay school fees, hospital fees when the kid went into the hospital.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
And she took off with some guy, and he says I think she might be in France now, but he said I don't know.
Wow. Hmm.
Yeah.
What about Nigerian food? Have you started getting acquainted with Nigerian food?
Yeah. Yes, I met another guy online, and his sister lives over here in Washington, not far from where I live, and I went to her place. I want to show you something.
Hmm.
I went to her place and she fixed us, jollof rice and all that. But this is the crazy thing is that somebody used my credit card
Oh, wow.
to a Nigerian store in the United States and bought me and had this sent to me. Look at it, Daddy Freeze.
Fufu mix.
Yeah.
You eat that with
Yeah. Now, I
egusi.
don't know. What?
You eat that with egusi.
Yeah, goosey soup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
egusi soup.
but I've never tried that. I ate, the food in Ghana, and I ate the food in Ghana, but excuse me, I'm trying to get on my other phone because he's texting me here, and I want to tell him I'm on this live.
Yeah, maybe you could even bring him out. I'd like to see him. There was a question I asked. Have you guys been intimate?
That's not a fair question.
But you
I
see,
was,
it's I want to know. You're 77, right?
yeah.
Nigerians are quite big and strong in that regard. How are you able at 77 to handle a viral young Nigerian man? You must get some award for that.
Why? Why would you say that?
I don't know. I just want to find out. Do you get
Um,
jealous of him? Do you get
do I
jealous
get
when he doesn't pick your calls? Do you wonder if you'd ever be able to satisfy him completely? Does that ever bother you?
um how can I say this? I'm sorry. I'm trying to text him. Um, I don't know how to answer that. Um, I do I get jealous of him?
Yes.
Um, I would if he gave me any reason to be jealous. Um, like I say, sometimes I date this guy from church over here. He gets jealous of that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. 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 So is he going to join us now?
Um, I just said he wants you to come on live, and he says, "Me?
Yeah, let's see him. It'll be interesting. Guys, don't you think it'll be interesting to have that conversation with him?
How come I can't see people's comments?"
Sometimes it happens like that.
I'm trying to. Hey,
Like say he wants me to come online.
why do I say that? Because he's right here. There's Daddy Freeze.
Okay. Good evening,
How are
sir.
you doing, bro?
I'm doing fine. I've been hearing a lot of basically on TV and on TikTok.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I would love you to come to the live. Let's have a conversation because I've been talking to this beautiful lady, this beautiful 16-year-old lady for the last 20 minutes thereabout.
Okay.
And she's had nothing
Okay.
but great things to say
Give me like
about you.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let me put on my shade then.
All right, 10 minutes is fine, but don't make it more than 10 minutes.
It won't be up to.
All right, we're waiting.
Okay, hurry up, sweetie.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. Hurry
Just
up,
send me.
sweetie.
Okay.
Do what?
You need to send me a link on it. Join. Like share
Um,
the video with me.
well, if you go on Instagram and you look at my whatever, you'll see I'm on live. So then you push
Okay.
that and you'll be able to see in, and then you can request Daddy Freeze. Not me, but Daddy Freeze. Okay?
Okay.
All right, honey. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay.
You know, one time, one time you used to be able to see when people would join the lot or would watch the live, they would come in and start watching it. I
Hmm.
don't know what's happened to that anymore. Because like right now, I can't see any comments or any people joining, not like FaceTiming in it, but just coming on to watch like I used to be able to. And I was on a live one time and I was talking to some people. One of them was a Nigerian guy and the other two were ladies over here. But my daughter-in-law's mother joined in and I had to get off because they were going to be talking about this, and I knew that if if they did, if she got wind of anything, she would go back and tell my son, tell my daughter-in-law, because Daddy Freeze, I get a lot of course I hear that everybody does, but I get a lot of crazy emails coming in ones. And my daughter-in-law says, "Well, that's because you talk to all those Nigerians." I said, "What
Hmm.
does that have to do with it? They don't know my email. They don't know my email. They don't even know
Hmm.
my number except a select few." And
Hmm.
that's people's mentality over here. It's just sick.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
We're waiting for your man. This is going to be interesting. Let me bring in a couple of people so they can ask some questions, and then
okay.
let me see. Let me bring until when he comes, I'll take them down just to ask some
Okay.
questions. I don't want to be the only person asking questions. Jessamau, pop my money gun. You darling. Offrey,
Hey,
how
Daddy
are you doing?
Freeze. Hi, I'm
I can see
okay.
Amarachi watching. Amara, you should be here. Amara, join me. Oh, you have a cold. Yeah. All right, Offrey, how are you
Yes,
doing?
I'm okay. I really didn't join from the beginning because I'm out and about. But if you could fill me in on it,
She's
and
77, dating a 35-year-old Nigerian. What is your first impression?
age difference, I think it's too much. Um, the gap is really wide,
But she
right?
said she's happy, and she said he's happy.
Then they should
So
go on.
isn't age nothing more than a number anymore?
That's right. That's what every
Well,
Nigerian I talk to, he says he's not seeing where to join, Daddy Freeze.
Tell him to just send a request, Daddy FRZ. Sorry, Daddy Freeze,
mhm.
DADDYFREEZE.
Okay, so well, I
Your honest thoughts. Your honest thoughts.
my honest thought, it's the age thing, I would not lie. But if she's saying that it's okay with both of them, they're happy, who am I to say anything
Mm,
different? And I don't like the news going on about how our people treat women, whereas there are some of our guys that treat women really good, right? So I just hope both of their intentions are pure, you know. That's another one. And you said something that you don't like Nigerian women. I kind of
mm,
took a little bit of offense to that because if you use the word some, because some of us are really good, we are great, it's just the few.
Yeah.
And in every race, there are a few that just would make people look bad or from that ethnicity look
Well,
bad.
okay, I'll qualify that. Okay.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every young Nigerian man that I have talked to said they have been jilted by the women over there and all they want is money. So that's what I'm basing that on. I know there's a lot of good Nigerian women, and I'm sure of that. But for all those boys to be out there looking for other women because they've been jilted by these women, you know, I I find it difficult to justify, you
Can
know.
I say
So
something? If we were to go that route, there are many Americans who have also treated our brothers in a really wrong way, right?
I guess that is the absolute truth.
So
That
we don't
is
want
the
to go that
truth. You know,
route.
yeah, that I know
Mm-hmm.
that. I know
Right.
they have uh lead lead them on and then just dump them. I get that too.
Yes.
But I'll tell you something. There's a
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian man. He's over here in the U.S. He was brought over by a U.S. woman, married her. Then
Sorry,
he
what is
left
your
her,
man's name?
Stephen Elamugo.
All right.
Go
All
You
right.
ahead.
there? Anyway, this guy, he married a U.S. woman, came over here, ended up getting, I guess, divorced. Then got in a relationship.
All
Hey,
right,
babe.
Stephen, how are you doing?
I'm fine,
Operator,
sir.
let me please press X so you can come back.
Me, DF. DF, you want me to press X?
Yes, please, my darling, so that we can
Okay,
have just two
that's
of them.
fine. Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Good
brother,
evening.
how are you doing? Go ahead.
I'm fine, sir. She told me she was on live with you, and I'm like, how possible is that? You've been someone I've been seeing on Instagram, TikTok, and probably Facebook. So, babe, what is the discussion all about?
You and me.
Okay. Any questions? I'll be glad to answer.
Yes. So, welcome. I just wanted to make sure I have you here. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Very good. I want to ask you, how did you meet this beautiful woman? Tell us your
Okay.
story.
Well, we met on Word with Friends. I think that's where it started.
Yeah.
We became friends. We were friends. Then she was dating a Nigerian guy who's Mark. So we just became friends, and I mean, it got to a time. I know she wasn't happy with Mark, but I wasn't about to end whatever they have, so I was just there most of the time, being the one to console, being the one to make sure she's okay. Until her friend finds out that Mark is married.
Mm.
I think that ends their relationship. She also wanted to do something stupid there, but I encouraged her not to. Then I wasn't having any form of, I don't have relationship in mind because I was also going through my own problem too. I mean,
Tell us
the
a bit
mother of,
about your problem.
yeah, the mother of my son left for a richer guy. I was still struggling. I was a young guy who never had love from anyone, not from parents or friends. So it was very hard for me. Then when I made her, I was also having my boundaries, not wanting to build a relationship. She kind of complained about what she's going through, not equally hearing from her own family. So we became close friends, really, really close. Then one thing lead to the other. It turns out to we fall in love with
Mm.
each other, and here we are. We also have visited each other. Like she's seen him in person, and I've seen her in person. So I think that's the summary of my story. I can't go in details with
Hmm.
her.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you, do you genuinely love her?
Yeah, I do.
What if, there are yes, age is nothing but a number, but she is closer to when she will not be able to handle the kind of things that you would want to handle at your age. Can she take long walks? Can she handle the traveling, the things that you want to do? Can she handle
Well,
it? Can she handle you in bed? Mo talk am as he hot.
well, it depends on I think individual differences count. Most time a lot of people say things a different way. From me, I've had how do I put it, a fair share of the younger one. Like my age, I have had a very rough experience with girls my age. And honestly, already have a son, so I'm not looking for a fantasy. I've had it all. I grew up in the street of
Mm,
Onitsha, so I'm not looking for sex. I don't think sex is love. I think I want someone I
mm,
can always, when I'm at work, I can give my 100% trust that she's not going to cheat on me. And so far, so good. I think she complement that, and that's what counts for me. Working hard and being sure that what you're working for, the trust you're looking for, is there.
mm,
The sex
mm.
aspect of it, I think we've seen each other, we've been together, we understand our problems, and we're working on it.
What are your problems, please? Let's talk about it.
Well, there are some things we can discuss. It's not on my own side, it's on our own side. From my
What
own
can't you
perspective,
discuss? Sorry, I didn't get your name, ma'am.
Stephen,
No, you, I have your name, Stephen. Her.
Bobby. Bobby.
Bobby. Okay, so Bobby, what is it that you don't want to talk about?
uh, in terms of sex, I think, yeah, everyone will agree I'm younger, so I'm supposed to be stronger. But I guess you can't have it all 100%. Someone has to just compromise to make it better.
Mm,
It's let's just put it this way, Daddy Freeze. My
yes.
husband died. He was sick with cancer for years. He died in 2012. So
Who is that?
being intimate with anybody, it was a long time ago. So there is a saying that says, if you don't use it, you lose it.
So you, but how do you think you can now satisfy a 35-year-old whose body is still strong?
Well, you get in practice, and then you if you got to be in practice, though, come on, Daddy Freeze, think about it.
Babe, you're not going to win this argument. Why? He's a
Mm,
Nigerian. He understands what it is for us.
Okay,
But our emotional needs are different. So I guess
yeah,
a lot of people are definitely not going to see it from our own perspective.
that's
mm,
true. Yeah,
mm.
I mean,
And
it's
honest truth, that it freeze. I think no man remembers the hours he lasts on a woman. What you remember is the time you spend playing with each other, like foreplay and all that. The big that we have in our country. I think it comes with what comes with our generation. We count sex as one very important thing, but the actual truth is nobody remembers when you climb and when you're down. It's just the time, your comfortability.
Mm, mm, mm,
for me, I guess.
mm.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a woman. I really don't know. But my love language is touch. And I would rather
Tell us
just
about that
be,
love language.
it's like I just feel you. I just want to stroke you. I just want to be in contact with your skin. Um, man, love that black skin. Woo. This kid is a beautiful guy. He is beautiful. And it's
What
just
exactly do you
it's
mean
just
by beautiful?
his color, just the way he's put together. It's just he's amazing.
Bros, no
He
make this
has
woman cry. Oh.
he has
Steven,
he has double Daddy Freeze, he has double dimples. Double dimples.
Steven, how
I've
come
never
we can't see your double dimples? We can't see any of those things.
Is that okay?
be, you're too close to the screen, babe. Back up a little bit.
Hmm.
I don't know if you can smile and show them where you have double dimples or not. It's kind of
They,
hard when the light's
they
wrong.
say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't have to share it to everyone.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's just a wonderful guy. I mean, He really is. He's a very wonderful, wonderful guy. And when I'll tell you this, okay? I talked to a
Mm,
lady yesterday in the United
mm,
States, and
Yes.
mm,
her friend was bringing over a Nigerian, a 44-year-old Nigerian. They'd never been together, and I said, "Are they getting married?" She said she doesn't know yet because she wants to try him out in bed. And I said,
mm.
"That's your basis for getting married?" I said, "That's sick. That is just sick. If that's your basis for getting married, being in bed with him and whether or not it's good sex or not, I don't know.
Offering,
Maybe
where are
I'm
you? I
really
need people to
different."
ask other questions apart from me.
I
Offering.
mean, I'm at Macy's. Okay. I have a question for our brother right here, and
Uh-huh.
I will speak
Okay.
out for Pidgin English.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
if I
Why you
want
know
to
what
be
makes you here?
honest, no, it's not because I don't want her to hear. Of course, she's there, but I think what I want to ask, please,
Okay.
is it Babby or Barbara? Sorry.
Bobby,
Babby, I don't want you to take offense. It's just I'm just being honest. So, boss, why it be
Mm?
say if not for Naija, if we see this kind women, we know they
Mm.
like them, right? We don't feel say we go fit put them for house. There's everything that comes with it. Then they come before Yankee now. Then you can't fall in love with Babby. Why?
Okay. You want to hear the honest truth?
Yes, please.
I should speak from my heart.
Yes.
Okay. For Niger, you can't even trust your own age grade. Then if you have such age in Nigeria, you'll be used the way you won't like it. At least with her, I have my freedom. I can speak. When I'm not happy, I have what it takes to speak. But
Mm,
if she was to be a Nigerian woman, definitely she has money. I won't have that freedom. I can't speak. I can't say, okay, I want out. With her, I
And
can
be
say, okay,
yourself.
yeah, I want out. If I'm tired of it, I'm not being forced into it. I'm a man, so I understand what it is.
Okay.
mm.
Salifris, that's
So,
the only
okay,
question I have.
okay. I want to bring a few more
Yes.
people to ask
So I
questions.
want to
Okay,
press X.
Offering, thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thank
Press
you.
uh X. Where is everybody else? I'm going to lock the comment section so we can concentrate on the conversation because the comment section stresses me. I've said this all the time. You are typing comments, but we're not. We have guests here. We're not talking to our guests. Instead, you are typing comments. Come and talk to our guests. Nene, Nene also
Dear,
married. Nene also married a European. So, Nene, let me hear your questions. Today we're
make
having
her
fun.
quickly wear my make her quickly wear my wig now, so I can
Leave
look
the wig.
a
Leave the
little
wig.
bit.
Talk. 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 Talk.
Leave the wig. Okay. Mm, okay. Bros, good evening, bros.
Good
Hey,
evening.
Barbara. Hey,
hello.
good evening. How are
Hi.
you? Hello.
Good.
Hi. Uh, I just want to say because I have been in the comment section, all I
Mm.
can see is genuine love. All I can see is love. It doesn't matter about the age. Age is just a number. So yeah, I see
Thank
that
you
you
for
really
thank you for saying that. Thank you.
I see that you are in love with our brother. I just pray and hope that he will not disappoint you, you
He
know.
won't. He
So
never
yeah.
will.
I wish you guys all the best. Love is a beautiful thing. Is a like love is good if you are with the right person. If you fall in love
Yeah.
with the right person, then you can experience love. So yeah,
Well, I'll tell you this. I often pray to God and I say, "Why? Why did you bring me into Nigeria?
Mm,
Why have I been with talking to a lot of Nigerians, and all of a sudden, here's this man that I dearly love. Why did you do it? There's got to be a reason. And I just pray to God that He will, bring us together, because otherwise, why? It's a,
Everything happened for a reason. So God knows why. Just enjoy it while it lasts or while it lasted. So yeah, just enjoy it. Just enjoy every moment, because yeah, nothing lasts forever though. So enjoy it while it
well,
lasted.
but the problem is actually being together, being able to be man and wife, and having that relationship
Sorry.
for real. Being
What?
online is
Yes.
very, very difficult.
Yeah,
No, no, yeah, go and meet him now. Yes,
yeah.
now.
Bros,
So sorry,
congratulations.
so sorry,
Please
sorry.
try to treat her right, okay?
No
Obviously,
problem.
she's in love with you, so try to love her back. Try to be
Well,
be
we've been in
be
this.
honest with her, you know,
I think we've
because
been in this
to be
for
honest,
5 years.
because
5 years.
when you're in a distant relationship, the relationship is different than when you are living in the same place, like under one roof. You are seeing him or her every blessed day, so you have to keep that in mind. I have been with white white people or white person for a very long time. So being with them is not that easy. At the same time, it's also easy. You just have to how do I put it now? You just have to have an open-minded, because you are not dealing with a Nigerian woman now. So the culture different and all of that. So you have to have a open-minded, like open your heart to learn new things and learn and relearn, if I may put it that way. So
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
We
Thank you.
went we went to we went to Ghana. We were, what was it, Stephen? 2 weeks we were together.
Yeah.
I Yeah, 2 weeks I think, and we got along very well, very well. And he cooked for me
Wow, that's nice.
because the food there is like in Nigeria, and it's not all the same things that I would normally cook. So he did. Yeah, you need to follow me. Try following me.
Okay, I will follow you. I will follow you.
Yeah,
To be honest, that is one of the privilege I have. Not like nobody should badge me rather. There is nothing wrong with marrying a Nigerian person. The one of the privilege I have is that I don't have to cook every day. Sometimes I will stay 2 weeks without even cooking anything, you know. So I
yeah,
don't bother. I don't need to bother what my partner will eat and all of that. So that is one of the things I like in my life. I'm talking about mine. So nobody should come for me in the comment section, even if I'm not seeing the comment right now. So yeah, because so there are some privilege that you will be having, bros. So as I said earlier, just enjoy every moment and yeah, just go with the flow.
yeah, yeah. He's an amazing guy. He really is, and I have no complaints at
Please
all.
give me the
Oh, I
other
have
phone.
one.
One, okay, one complaint. Please give my
Right,
phone, get off my
Stephen?
phone.
I don't know what you want to complain about.
Oh, I was talking about what happened in Ghana.
Me throwing clothes on the chair,
No, no, in the bathroom.
peeing on the toilet
I'm not
seat.
seeing in the comment section. Give me
Say,
my phone. Let
say it.
me see the
I
comment
don't think
section
he
because
heard.
this comment.
He didn't hear.
No, I didn't hear. What did you say?
Babe, well, I think I can't be 100% perfect. I'm just laying.
I know.
So
I
Nobody
know.
is
I know.
perfect. Nobody is perfect. Just have an open minded. If there is anything bothering you, just lay it out on the table and have a conversation about it, And then
Yeah, we
because
did, and everything was fine.
communication communication is very important. So don't assume that she's supposed to know or he's supposed to know whatever. Just lay it all out and have a conversation about it. And yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, Nanette, thank you very much. Let me bring other people to ask
Thanks for having me. Have
questions.
a great weekend. Bye, bros.
Yeah.
And you too, my
Request
darling.
to
And you
follow
too.
me, okay? Request to follow
Okay.
me.
Of course, of course,
Mhm.
of course.
Thank you very much, Nene. All right, so I'm going to bring in a couple more people. But before we bring in, let's zone down on what has been happening. She said, that's Bobby, that you brought her to Ghana. How did that go? Tell us about it. What made you want to bring her to Ghana?
Well, we've been talking for a long time, and you know how it is when a young person is probably talking to an elderly person. A lot of accusation will come on. So I
What are the
wanted her to.
accusations? Those are the things that we want to hear now. Which
Yeah,
accusations?
a lot of people will ask you, okay, this relationship, what is driving it? Is it the money or is it the feelings? Yeah, partly
Mm,
you are a Nigerian, you understand what it is, but this is equally part of it. Being truth be told,
mm,
there's no cutting part of it. But either way, everyone is looking for heads out. I also want her to know that she's not talking to a ghost. She's talking to me, and
mm,
she can also have access to me. So I think we did it together. Then it happens. Personally, I don't feel comfortable in Nigeria because I don't know how safe it is. Given what is happening now, with our color and everything, it's dangerous for me to have her walking around Nigeria. So we choose to meet in Ghana.
mm.
We had met a girl.
She also had a friend in Ghana called
We met
Jennifer.
a girl online from Ghana, and she was, supposed to be helping us, and uh, she did at first, but things didn't turn out well after a while. And without Stephen there, I would have been in trouble, because she just pretty much up and left us, and we weren't anywhere close to town.
Sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble with the network.
Okay.
Yes, so let me bring the
You're
comments back for a few minutes.
Okay, your title of your talk today is, I hope, nowhere near what what we're talking about.
Mm.
Oh, about Tinubu,
Yes, we
Tinubu
wanted to talk
pardon.
about that, but we want to talk about yours first. Somebody says, DF, I have a question to ask. Fourth man's friend. All right, let me bring fourth man's friend up and then we continue. All right, brother, go ahead.
Good evening, DF. Thanks for bringing me. I started following the conversation, and I just want to make one or two comments, and I also want to just say my personal opinion. So I'm based in Germany, and I've been living here for 21 years. So I understand how this cultural thing works. Now, my brother, of course, you can imagine why a lot of people have eyebrows to this situation. She's 77, you're 34. Normally, in Europe, I don't know of America, but in Europe, most of our guys will not fall into a relationship with this kind of this situation where age is so far apart. So I've not seen younger guys who are dating older women so in a very big age difference. So now you can imagine why people are asking why in this case and why it's always Nigerians trying to date older women from Nigeria, but Nigerians living abroad don't commonly date older women. I'm not seeing a
Bro, are you
gentleman.
wearing earpods?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you need to speak up because we can't hear you.
Okay, I'll try to speak a little because before I get my AirPods now, I might be out. So my question is like, it's a comment and at the same time a question. Normally, if you live abroad like Europe or America, younger men don't normally date older women when you have a age difference of 40 years. It's not common. That's why you can imagine why every time Nigerians try to date older women, people think it's because of benefits that are not related to what marriage brings, which is love, respect, and mutual feelings is always beneficial. It's either the guys want to travel or the guys want to take money from the women. And at the end of the day, this gives Nigerians a very bad reputation. That is the truth. That is the fact. So you can
Mm,
imagine why people will say things about your situation. I mean, you can
mm.
imagine that if a guy, I'm based in Germany, I've not seen a guy 34 years dating an 88-year-old woman or 77-year-old woman. It doesn't really
But
happen.
because you haven't seen it, does that make it wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying in this case where you have this guy from Nigeria trying to date women outside Nigeria, you understand why people always think bad of it. I can see she's in love with this guy. I can see she's in love, which is beautiful. But is my brother really honest about it and really in love with her? Not for the reason of just wanting to travel or a better life, because at the end of the day, this is what gives Nigeria a bad name. That's just my comment, and that's just my observation from this whole situation. Thank you.
Hmm.
You
Somebody
know,
said, bring John. All right, brother, press X. Let me bring Samaria. And I'm going to
Thank you.
bring John too. I can't reach John, but let me bring Samaria too.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
brother. Press X. So, how do you want to answer his question?
Um, I'll always
I,
be sincere with it. I'll always be
you
sincere with
what?
it. He has said what he feels, and that's his opinion, and he's entitled to that.
I like
Secondly,
that mentality.
yeah.
I like that
Secondly,
mentality.
there's no relationship that thrive on just one sided. Yeah, I don't deny the fact that she supports me financially, but I have also things that I'm doing. I'm not idle. She knows I have a craft that I do.
Let us talk about support financially. Because what if tomorrow something happens and you guys go your separate ways?
Yeah.
Is that not going to be said, or is it not going to be said that um, you ran away with her money? Because that's the usual narrative. Oh, this Nigerian guy,
Well,
after dating me for 5 years, he broke my heart, ran away with my money. I have so many of
Daddy,
them come to my
Daddy,
life. There's a
Daddy
Daddy
Turkish
Freeze,
Freeze.
woman.
Daddy
I
Freeze.
don't send
Yes.
him that
She's,
much. I don't send him
she's
that
here.
much money.
I haven't asked for a car or a house. I'm barely surviving here.
What do you consider that much money or much money? What do you consider much money?
If I were to
It,
send him thousands of dollars, that would be a different case. If he wanted a car, if he wanted a house, there's women over here that have sent money over to guys stupidly to buy a house or whatever. And I even heard of one woman who got on. She was on her way over there. She got on the airline. I don't know who paid for the ticket, but she got on the airline and they revoked her ticket because the guy took the money.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm thinking to myself, isn't that stupid to take the money from an airline ticket and leave her in the dust, and that's all the money you're going to get from her. You're going to have to start all over with somebody else. I don't know. Stephen has never pushed me. Stephen has never
Mm,
pushed me. It's just that I know from being with the other Nigerians and watching a lot of Nigeria on the phone, following a lot of people, because I have a lot of people that ask me for help. I
mm,
do. I have a lot of people, and I don't just throw money out there. So if anybody wants to follow me now and ask for money, don't. Because
mm.
every time I've gone on a live video, Daddy Freeze, like 50 to 60 people want to follow me. I have 280 some people still backed up wanting to follow. And I'm not going to
Wow.
do that. I'm not in it for how many followers I have. And I'm not in it to be barraged by people asking me for money. When
Mm,
Stephen has a problem, when he gets these bouts of malaria and he needs treatment, then I send him a small amount of money to get his treatment. When his son was in the hospital or his mother's in the hospital, I help. But what he also does, Daddy Freeze, what he also does, if I send him, like I sent him money at his birthday last year, and I send him money at Christmas, he goes out on the street and he gives it away. I have videos of him giving away money that I have sent over for him. So he helps others over there in Nigeria. What I send to
mm.
him helps other Nigerians.
Oh, that's so
Hi, pretty
sweet of
lady.
you. You are such a
Sweetheart,
Thank-
sweet lady.
So, like,
My name
how
is
long
thank you.
is
Samaria, by the way. Nice to meet
Samaria? Let
you.
me allow Samaria to ask the question. Samaria, over to you.
Oh, what's your name?
Bobby,
Oh, Bobby. Where do you live? Sorry, I kind of joined
um,
late.
I'm in the United States in Washington
Oh,
State. Mhm. on
oh,
the
okay.
on the Pacific coast.
Oh, okay. Well, I live in Texas, anyways.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are
Mm-hmm.
you
And this guy's
Nigerian?
name is Steven, right?
yeah,
Yes.
Oh, that's you there, Steven.
yeah,
Oh, hi, Steven. Nice to meet you too. Where do you live?
yeah. I'm in Warwick, Delta
Huh?
State, Nigeria. Delta
Ah,
State, Nigeria.
okay.
Warwick.
Steven, since when you there for Nigeria, how you never see your mama age mates like this, follow them? Why you come with this one?
Same questions. I think
Hmm?
I've answered that before.
Oh, you did? Oh, my dear. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Ah, oh. Now when you don't reach in a ton, now when you don't reach your Igbo, now they remember say the age does not matter. Everything is love. Hmm? Yeah. Okay. Daddy Freeze, what do you want me to say?
Just ask your
Bobby?
question.
Yeah. I was just trying to wonder, like, Steve, what are your plans now? What are your intentions? What do you intend to do with her? Because one thing is for somebody to love you, and nothing is for you to play games with the person. Because at the end of the day, it's always the men that will ask, not the women. Women love genuinely, right, Bobby?
So
Yeah.
are you saying that men don't love genuine?
No, men do, but I was just wondering because she has come here under the Freeze Life. This is where we are talking about it on this platform. So in event something goes wrong tomorrow, it won't be fair because we are all witnesses to this. That's why I'm asking you right now, what are your intentions? What are your plans?
Okay. First, I'll make it clear I wasn't pre-informed of this call. That's one. Secondly,
You were
as a
what?
young, I wasn't pre-informed on this call. That's
Oh.
one. So I wasn't prepared for any questions, but to satisfy your curiosity, she knew right from the beginning that US was never a place I love to stay. If you ask my opinion, I was only hoping
Mm.
for Netherlands. Yeah, it's a boring country for me. My opinion, I wanted Netherlands and I would have done it with my money. She knows I'm not crippled. So I do stuff to help myself
No,
here.
but you are talking about a place right now, and that's not even what I asked you. The question I
I
asked you is, what
understand
do
I
you
understand your
intend to
question.
do with her?
I'm driving to your question. We plan on getting married and I also intend on going back to school. And it's not
Tell
gonna
us
You're
be
talking
about your
about
school.
yourself at
How
the end of
far
the
have you
day.
gone with school?
yeah, listen. It's not gonna be a one side relationship. Definitely if I'm gonna be in a house, I'm definitely gonna take care of her. Either way. Play a role as a man because I'm not gonna be
Do
over
you
there.
really love her, or is it your
So that
circumstance?
exactly that. If that's my question, what do you intend to
Is
do
it
with
your
her? Are you
circumstance
marrying
that is
her, or
making
are
it
you?
look like
When you
you
say
love
take
her?
care of her,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
we're already on it and I'm marrying her, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm marrying her.
You're marrying her.
Okay,
She's in America, and you're in Warri, and you're marrying her, and she's
let me
77 from the comment
let
section.
me
We're not
explain.
married
Let
yet.
me
Listen,
explain.
we're not married yet.
Stephen,
Hold on,
We're still on the
Samaria.
process.
Let Bobby explain. Bobby, over to you.
Stephen, let me explain. Um, we have applied for a fiance visa. So we hope to get married. We tried, Daddy Freeze, this is really interesting. When I tell you that the United States they've got bad attitude, I'm not kidding you. Oh, we have a 2-year college here in my city. And I saw on their brochure a Nigerian girl was attending there. And
Hmm.
so I went down there to their international department and talked to them about bringing Stephen over to go to school. I said I would be his complete support. I would sponsor him. So we went through all the motions, everything, got him signed up at school. We did everything. The only thing is that there was a Nigerian living in Mauritius that I was talking to at the time, and he was going to school there, and he said, "You don't have enough documents." He said, "You don't have enough documents. They haven't given you the right documents." So I went to the school and I asked the woman there. I said, "What other documents do I need for Stephen? Because he's about to go for his visa interview." She looked very quickly at her computer screen, very quickly. And she says to me, "Oh, those documents are not for you." But my my girlfriend at the time was very computer literate. She went online and she found a 13-page document of support that needed to be filled out for him, and that woman lied. She looked at me and she said, "You look like you have a lot invested in this. Be prepared for him to be denied." In other words, she knew what she was doing.
Hmm.
She knew what she was doing. So yeah, he's if he comes over here and he wants to go to school, he can.
So how about you? Would you mind going to Nigeria?
I
I've
asked that
asked
Um,
not,
question earlier
I've
on.
asked not once, not twice. If she wants
Okay,
to
I
stay in
just feel
Nigeria,
like maybe the officer, I mean, they meant well for you sometimes, you never can tell.
they what?
They may have meant well for you,
Who?
the officer.
All right, Samaria, one more question because so many people are in the question box waiting to ask. So ask one more question. Don't
Miss
worry, I'll be
Bobby,
bringing you back.
Yeah.
Bobby, take care of
What?
yourself. Take care of
I
yourself. We
I
find
will.
happiness and love in different places, but times for me, I would prefer to find love within me. I will not do any overseas love. Okay?
Well,
It's
I
time
know a lot of
consuming,
people wouldn't, but this
money.
this happened. This happened, and neither Stephen nor I saw it coming. So, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Because of our circumstances and the things he would say to me that, no, I don't want a relationship and all of this. And you know what? One day, as we were talking, I looked in his eyes and I saw more love in his eyes for me than anyone else here. Anyone, including my own family. And I looked at myself and I said, why am I crying over this Nigerian man in Benin who jilted me when this guy honestly cares, has been with me like 3 hours in a night on the phone using his own data, and what it takes for them to charge their phones over there is crazy. But he does it every day so we can stay connected, so we can talk, because he knows I get upset easily when I can't talk to him, and so he is always got his phone charged, always.
Mm.
Just take care of
So
yourself,
it's
Bobby.
not
Guide your
it's not
heart.
what people think. It's not what people think.
Enjoy the moment. If it
All
makes
right,
you happy right
Samaria, let
now,
me bring
enjoy
Oju
it
baby.
as much
Oju
as it
baby is
lasts.
coming
Okay?
live.
What'd you say, Dottie Freeze? Bye.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you, Samaria. Oju, let me bring you live. Oju, are you ready? Or let me start with Delia Oma.
This is crazy.
Somebody said you can't advise a woman in love. Stephen, what do you think?
Oh my goodness.
But
Okay.
uh,
I
my opinion really matter.
Daddy Freeze.
Everyone is entitled to
Sorry.
their opinion. So
Um, I'm so sorry. Right now I'm even in the car and it's dark here. Oh good. I just wanted to say just something quick. I don't
Can we
know
see
if
your
it's
face?
okay
Can we are
for
not
you.
bringing on people without that, not showing their faces, please?
I know, Daddy Freeze, I'm so
Uh-huh.
sorry. I was at a light place before, but now I'm in a car.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but Samaria
let
was
me
still
just
asking her questions that time.
okay, let me just quickly say something because I see that
Yes. Go ahead.
differently. Bobby, I'm so happy for you. You know,
Thank you.
yes, you find happiness now, enjoy it. And my brother, I'm so happy. It's not easy. How do they say it it's not easy taking care of or communicating with elderly people, and you have that time talking with her. I know she said you give her all the time in the world. You give her, I think this is what she needed at this minute. So is it gonna last? I don't know, but as much as possible, you have lasted 5 years. Please give her the time that she needed. I think that's the only thing she needs from you. That's love and the time that you are giving her this minute. That's what she needs. Whatever thing you are getting is also in exchange of that. But Bobby, I'm so happy for you. Happiness is what matters. It doesn't matter how you get it. Be happy. And
Thank you, ma'am.
Stefan, I'm so happy the way you speak, that boldness to come up and be speaking this way. Everybody bashing you, you still stood. Respect for you. That's the only thing I
thank you,
want to
man.
say. Daddy Freeze, I'm
Thank-
so sorry that I praise when I'm almost driving out.
where do you base, ma'am?
I'm in Germany.
You're in Germany too. That's
Yes.
interesting. So many people are in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to condemn your love or anything. I mean, you are happy at this minute. That's what matters. And Stefan, you are making her happy at this minute. Continue, honestly. It doesn't matter how or whatever, how long it's gonna last. Nobody knows.
Yeah. Yeah, well, nobody knows, period. Yeah, you can get in a relationship with somebody.
Exactly. You are happy. That's what matters. You are happy at this
Yeah.
minute. That's what
Yeah.
matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's giving you the time, all the time that you needed. It's not easy
Yeah.
talking to someone, and overs is very boring. And at the age, I heard you when you said about your family not caring about you. So you find somebody that really care about you. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was blessed.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was blessed. I say that over and over again. It's hard to tell other people about him though,
yeah,
because the whole stigma. Um, a lot of people think they think the worst, and that's why I don't talk to very many people about him,
Mm,
um, because I don't. Well, when we were first talking to each other, we went on Instagram. That's where we got to be able to video and all of that, share pictures and everything. Um, I think because then I started following a lot of other Nigerians, and they kept getting their accounts taken down. They became Instagram users, and what I figure is that they started following some of the white people that were following me, and they were
yeah,
reporting, and they were blocking and reporting.
yeah.
So I started telling all of these guys, don't, whatever you do, don't try to follow these white women over here, because you'll be taken down. They don't understand that you're a good person. I know it. They don't.
Okay,
And I got to the point where I was telling people when they wanted to know what my Instagram was, I said, I have an international account.
yeah,
I said, there's people on here from a lot of other countries around the world,
yeah.
especially Africa. I said, don't, whatever you do, don't block and report them.
Okay. But
You
Bobby,
know,
are you happy? That's another question I want to ask you. You are happy at this minute?
yes, very happy
Okay.
with Stephen. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
very happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy Freeze, I have to go so that someone
The
else will
only
come.
reason,
all right, my darling. Even
All
though I
right.
can't see people sending me requests,
Okay.
I will try to use. Thank you, Dela.
Okay. Thank you so much.
thank
Mm,
you.
thank you so much.
Hi, babes.
Mm. All right. Oju. All right. We have Oju.
Yay, it finally worked. Had a
What
freeze.
happened to you?
I don't know. The thing was not working earlier on with this my main phone.
All right.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Hello.
Here's
How you
Oju. What are
doing?
your thoughts? Ask your
Um,
question.
I came in towards the latter part, but I just want to commend you. I'm in America as well, and I just want to tell you, living abroad is very like it gets lonely. It gets really, really lonely. So finding someone over online or on social media, it's something that I've been doing for years. So I can relate to you, to what you're doing.
Thank you.
Um,
Okay.
right. So the person I'm currently dating, we met online as well, and it clicked. It worked. Consistency. He showed his interest. He showed how committed he was. You said something earlier on getting data, charging the phone. Someone abroad, someone in Africa. Let's use my country because I'm from Nigeria. Someone in Nigeria staying up late, time
Yeah.
difference, charging their phone, buying data, it shows the commitment that they have towards you, like to just make you happy. And this young man, as you can see, like him taking those steps to talk to you and not ask for too much, that goes a long way. Now you don't have to explain yourself to anyone because that was the same thing that happened to me. I think a year or two ago, I was sick. I was at home very, very ill. And I joined TikTok and I found someone that made me happy in his conversations, made me happy in the way he just spoke. And he was in Nigeria, a younger dude. So, but people couldn't understand why I was talking to that person. Whenever you explain it to them, even your family member, they'll be like, why, when there are people here in America, why are you talking to someone all
Right.
the way? He could scam you. He could just be using you for your money. He could just be deceiving you. I don't care. Now, the question I want to ask this young man is, have you kept yourself away from ladies for the past 5 years? Be honest to me.
Answer is
You
no,
don't have to
because
answer me.
well,
What do
the
you say?
answer is no. The answer is no because we met in Ghana just last year,
Wow, wow,
and we
wow,
met.
wow, wow. Okay, okay. I love the honesty. I love it. And she's okay with that. You
Yeah.
guys are good. You don't owe anyone any explanation. That's fine, as long as it makes you guys happy. When are you guys planning to see each other?
Well, we
Well,
already saw each other last year, and we're working on the other part of. She wants me coming over. I actually asked her if she can stay in Nigeria, but she said no. So she wants me coming over to her.
so I do have to say we tried to meet each other in Barbados. 2 times we tried. And
Oh,
and the UK denied his transit visa,
oh my God.
which was
That's-
really, really terrible. We had plans for his birthday. We had plans. His birthday and my birthday are close together. We were going to have a great time, but the UK spoiled everything.
I got you. I
So
got
we
you.
would have been together 2 more times, but it did. Fortunately, we were able to go to Ghana and get the pictures that we needed for our fiance visa,
Oh,
because
nice.
they will not honor a fiance visa if you don't have pictures.
True, true. So you need proof, you need evidence. So I love that. That's good. Also, my friend is Michael. I don't know if you know Michael from 50. I mean, love. What's the show? What's that show called? Fiance, 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, Michael.
Oh,
So now he's in America. He's my friend. So if you need any like information or how he went about things, I can, help, link you guys with that, or whatever information you may need.
I
But it
I
looks like you're
do
on the right
follow
path.
I do follow him on
Hey.
Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll tell him. He's a great guy. I'll tell him.
I don't talk to him though, but I
Yeah.
follow him because
Mhm.
honestly,
Yeah.
before I moved, I used to have a TV and I used to watch 90 Day Fiance.
Yes. Yes.
And
Okay.
I was captivated because he was in Nigeria. And at the
Yes.
time I was talking to Nigerians, but I thought that woman that he married was horrible. Man, that woman was horrible.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And
And
I'm glad you agree with that. So you're a good woman. You
yeah.
have a good heart.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
she was I mean, I so I'm watching that show with my family, right? And I
Yeah.
can't say anything because I didn't want them to know that I was talking to Nigeria and that I felt that, what she was. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I know, I know, I know. I understand. But don't let the stigma, what is out there, don't let it mess with your own situation. Nigerians are great. People are great in general. People are still out there that have good hearts. If you find someone that makes
Yeah.
you happy, happiness is all that matters, especially at your age and living abroad. It's lonely. I'm going through it. So I understand. I just want to commend
So
you.
you
Thank you for your time.
understand.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you,
God bless.
honey. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
God
you.
bless.
Done freeze. Take care. Thank you. Bros, nice
Thank you
one.
so
Nice
much.
one,
Thank
bro.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
my darling.
Take care, sir.
Thank
All
you
right.
so
Bye.
much, my darling.
All right. Bye bye.
Wow, this has really been interesting. Really been interesting. Hasn't it, Stephen?
Well, you put me under pressure. A lot of people, me being exposed
So,
online, talking to a lot of
questions.
people I don't know.
When are you getting married?
Well, that's left
Well, we
for.
had to come through.
But
And it
without,
takes
can't you
it
marry
takes
without the visa? So I wanted to bring Samaria back. I can't see the list of people sending me requests anymore because after I think over an hour, Instagram gives us issues. So Samaria, back to you. What are your thoughts?
You know, everyone is talking about loneliness, importance of
Mm-hmm.
communication, which I understand. We are all in it together. Loneliness is everywhere. For people who do not like what I'm saying, I do not care. In as much as Miss Bobby, I want your happiness. I want you to be happy. Whatever that makes you happy in life, do it, regardless if it lasts temporarily or not. But I want you to open your heart, prepare yourself. If it works well, honey, I'll be happy. If it doesn't go well, enjoy the moment, okay? But let me tell you, Nigeria, where I'm from, there is no job. People,
I know.
anything you call your job, you can stick to it. People can be on the phone for 50 hours. That's not a criteria to measure love. Looking for where to charge your phone is not a criteria to say this is love. Okay? I'm not saying he doesn't love you. Yes, he may love you, he may not love you. That I do not know. But somebody being on the phone with you does not mean that they love you. Somebody being, spending data on you. Most people don't have a job. So they can be on the phone with anybody for 50 hours. That is
Well,
not
I do.
a criteria to say, oh,
Well,
okay, they
I
love
do
me a
have a
lot. But that's
job.
okay. If he makes you happy,
Okay.
enjoy the moment. If you are happy with him, he's happy with you, enjoy it as much as it lasts. Stephen, take care of Bobby. Bobby's taking
I'm
care of
always
you. Let the love
I'm
lead.
always doing my best.
Exactly. Enjoy it as while it lasts. We all deserve love, irrespective of where you find it. Location does not matter. Okay, Bobby? If you're happy with Steven, that's okay. If you're able to travel to go visit him, be safe. If he's able to come here, good luck with him. But Steven, you see how we gathered today for meeting on your behalf? Please take care of Bobby.
Well,
That's
if
the
I don't want
truth.
to put up, I won't be
We
okay.
know
I
there are
know a
so
lot of
many
people
things
are
going on out
not.
there. There are so many stories. People have done other people dirty and all the rest of them. That's okay. I'm not saying yours will not work. I mean, what we are saying here, we are not projecting anything on you. What we are saying here is what the truth is. It doesn't matter if it's Bobby or it could be anyone else still. But I'm just saying, we're just being realistic because I will do unto you as I would like you to do unto me. I will tell Bobby what I will tell my sister. And I'm telling you what I will tell my brother. Just take care of her. That's it.
Okay.
Okay? Love is a beautiful thing, Bobby. You find yourself a good man, at least who sacrifices his time to be on the phone with you, regardless. That is
That's true.
beautiful. Enjoy it. Okay, sweetie?
Yeah.
Just be happy. Just
Yes.
be very happy.
I
But guide
I'm
your
very
heart.
happy with
I'm not saying this because of Stephen right now. Normally, I would say when you fall in love, when you're giving people your heart, still guide your heart because anything can happen. People can break your
yeah.
heart anytime. You can decide
Yeah.
to break Stephen's heart tomorrow. Stephen may as well break yours tomorrow. So either way, just guide your heart and just be happy and be safe. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. All the best, guys. Love is a
Thank you.
beautiful thing.
Of our very, very masculine Nigerian guys dating either your middle class working people, like myself, middle class, employed fully, independent, able to do this and that for themselves. And I think the common trend is for them to either gain some sort of legality in terms of citizenship and that, right? Which is a concern. I've dated a Nigerian for 7 years myself. A very lovely guy. He has never, ever, for once, ever even suggested anything that has got to do
I'm
with
I'm so
him being.
sorry. I had to. The other phone was dying, so I had to plug it.
Yeah.
You might have to recap. Take me from
Okay,
the
cool.
top, please.
All right, I'll take it from the top very quickly, Daddy, please. So,
Yes.
like I'm saying, I'm a South African, right? As we know, we've got a lot of our Nigerian brothers here in South Africa. No xenophobia here at all. Not on my
Mm,
part. I've dated a Nigerian. He's Yoruba, a very lovely guy. We've dated for 7 years, and he has
yeah.
never shown interest of him being with me for any other legality in terms of citizenship is concerned. But there is a
Mm,
trade of Nigerian guys dating South African, either middle class. I think in South Africa, it's not so much as the elderly, but it's the working class people, right? And it also happens in churches where working class South African ladies are matched up with unemployed Nigerian guys, right? for them to gain some sort of legality in South Africa, right? But like I've said, I've dated a Nigerian for 7 years and he was a good guy. He has never, ever indicated, none whatsoever, intentions of him wanting to be with me because he wanted to be a citizen here, none whatsoever. So I think the dynamics come to where we say, maybe with, as you guys call them, I'm going to attempt and say obodoipo. I think that's how you guys call them, right? Older women, Yankee older women, in terms of marriage and that. But it's not all Nigerians, you guys. And in South Africa, we call them Saugerians. So it's a term between Nigerians and South Africans. And if you ask me from experience, it worked out well. It worked out very well with that guy. He was not a Nigerian. He was my partner. So I think there must be, diplomatically or politically, we need to be correct. It's not all the time that a Nigerian younger person will date somebody outside of Africa or outside of Nigeria, that they've got ulterior motives. As a South African and as a South African, and we've got a history of xenophobia, that's not always the case. That we hate Nigerians, da, 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 and all of that, and all of that. But also, there are Nigerians who really, really, they are 419. They're not, you know, they are not, but it's not all of them. They are very good Nigerian people. So maybe sometimes it's love, you know. I think it's a contention between two people. And look, if I'm 72 years old and I'm dating a 42 years old, and when we're together, I feel that he loves me, or maybe he satisfies me, maybe not even sexually, maybe not even financially, but he fulfills a need that I've got, and you've got mutual understanding. Guys, why not? Regardless, he could be Ghanaian, he could be Zimbabwean, a Zimbabwean with a Nigerian, vice versa, or whatever. You know what I mean? Only that, unfortunately for us, Nigerian have got a very negative reputation, let's be honest.
Yes. And that is a problem.
That's the
That's
problem.
something that even myself, I had to look at our situation
Mm,
really hard sometimes, you know, um, and worry about that. Um,
mm,
honestly, when we tried to get him into school in Canada, there was a lot of money that needed to be sent over to him for that. The only way I could do it was he had an uncle, or his sister had an uncle here in the United States, and the man, he agreed to help send it over, but he told Stephen, he said, "You, this woman is a godsend, and you better not screw this up."
mm,
He sent me
mm.
the text messages of what his uncle said, and he wasn't able to. Canada denied him.
Oh,
I don't know why. I think it had to do with family backing and that kind of thing. Just like the paperwork that this lady here at this school here wouldn't send. Um, I think that happened for him over there too. So, I mean, I don't know, but I know Stephen has a job. Stephen
mm,
has a skill. When I first met him, he would talk to me a lot of times from the office. He builds aluminum doors and windows. And I've watched him. He sent me videos of him actually working. And like I say, I was at many, many, many mornings when I would get up, he was at the office working when he would call. And but because nobody's building and nobody has any money to repair windows or anything, life's hard.
is it okay if I ask a question? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Did freeze Samaria baby? Is it okay if I ask a question, right? If
Yes, ma'am.
then, cool. So, would it be an issue if people of the same ethnicity, no, people of the same country, people from the same country, um, date your 32-year-old date a 69-year-old woman? Would it spark the same conversation and debate? If they were both, say, example, American, would it spark the same topic
Yes,
of conversation?
it would, because it's the same thing all over the world. Even here in the States, when you see, elderly or let's say an older man getting married or hanging around a young woman, people always ask, is either for money or whatever. But at the end of the day, is
Sugar
this:
daddy, sugar
when it comes
baby.
to marriage, when it comes to being with somebody, it's like whether we call it love or whatever, it's still transactional. There will be something that will lead you to somebody, and there's another thing that will lead you to another person. Okay, you, to an extent, I mean, I just see it like being with somebody is still not free, because there will always be a motive. There will always be something that will lure you, take you to where that person is, and vice versa.
Mm.
People go for people for something. I'm not saying love or marriage is transactional, no,
Mm.
but people go to people for something. You see an older man going for a younger girl because she's pretty, she's beautiful. He wants to break the hands of the younger ones and take her away. And you see the young girl going because he takes care of her and because he's there to provide, and she's going to live a baby girl life. And that's why she'll go for him. I mean, these are the things, the basic things people look at before they begin to see the inner beauty of, okay, this person is actually a good person. You know what I mean? There will always be that
Mm,
thing that stands for an attraction at first. Before you now begin to see the inner things that will make you fall in love with them and be like, oh, they're exceptional. Now I want to say I do with them. You
mm,
don't just see people and you decide to like. You may see somebody, oh, that he looks good. He looks, okay, I like the way his physique. He looks like, that kind of a thing. There will always be something out there. So that's the same thing you see when, irrespective of where it is happening, whether happening in Dubai, it's happening wherever, it's the same thing. If Stephen were to find himself an older woman in Nigeria, people would still ask, Stephen, what did you see in this one? But the reason why it's more like a concern is because
mm,
Stephen is a man. Where we are coming from, there are little things that we look into when it comes to people and being together. This is not to say that everybody must have children. But if you decide to go
yeah.
for an older woman that may not that doesn't have chances of having given you a child, is that
Let
what
me
you're?
say something on that, Samaria. You missed the beginning part, so let me just fill you in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I do.
Bobby has grandchildren. She has a son and a daughter. Her son stays away in another state. Her daughter stays in Seattle with her. And the daughter has a son and a daughter. So she has a grandson and a granddaughter.
Mm.
And so Bobby has kids. Now, Stephen also has a child. He was
Oh,
married
okay.
to someone who left him and went away with another person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that makes
So,
sense now.
Yeah. So,
so because I
so,
was also worried, and she allayed my fears, saying it is okay.
But this is not
well,
in relative to them, to be honest. I'm talking based on the question she asked me, things that make people put eye into it.
Hmm.
But it's okay that the
Fair
difference
enough.
through light on that aspect because I didn't have an idea at all. But I'm just saying, when it comes to concerns like that, and why people always ask, oh, why this, why that? Because these are some of the factors, things they look into before they start making those assumptions.
well, I'll tell you something. Daddy Freeze, when I told you that there was that man in Benin before Stephen,
Yes.
and he ended up marrying some other woman. He always told me, babe, he said, you and I'll be together for 150 years, but just know that during that time I will have a child. And I said, okay, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? I said, I can't give you a child. And he said,
Mm,
well, you can let your girlfriend carry the child for me. And I said, no way. There is no way in hell I am going to share my husband with another woman, especially a friend.
You
And so
gadgets.
what did he do? So what did he do? He married some little Nigerian woman that he'd tutored in school, so he told me, and she was lots younger than him, so he could have a child.
Ekbele.
Yeah, and I said, "Well, now you've done it, man, because you're not coming over here. I know you want." He wanted to come to the United States. Stephen doesn't. Stephen doesn't really want to come here except to be with me, and and I don't
Did
know.
you
I
say
don't.
you tried to go to Canada and Netherlands?
No, Stephen said if he would go somewhere, he wanted to go to the. He would have gone to the Netherlands. He said that, not me.
Now, somebody's asking
Okay.
Bobby, how would you feel if Stephen got up tomorrow and said he wanted another biological child? Because you need to understand that the Nigerian mind is quite fixated on biological children,
The
No,
African mind.
especially sons.
yeah, I know. Yes,
Mm.
because I watched 90 Day
Samaria, John wants
Fiance.
to join us. Sorry,
Yes,
Bobby,
yes.
before you answer. John wants to join us. Please come down. I'm not bringing anybody up for too long today, so everybody's going to have their questions in. So I'll bring you back after John is done. And Confidence also wants to come up. So, John, let me bring you up real quick.
That's fine. I
Um,
gotta go.
okay. All right, Samaria, but don't go anywhere because I'm going to need you. All right, go ahead and answer the question.
What was the question? I'm kind of lost
Um,
now.
what if Stephen, John is here with us? John, I beg, no vex. So we're just doing, there's so many people on the line waiting to come in. You know, say you be my brother. I even send you WhatsApp. Say whether you go
Oh,
there.
okay. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Okay,
I
so
have
John is
a,
also
I
going
have,
to,
yeah,
Can't
before
I
you
have
see you,
a,
ask,
John.
she wants to answer a question. John, we
okay.
also want to see you. I don't say you go to drive, go club. So, the question is, and permit me to ask it again, Bobby. What if Stephen, somewhere down the line, wants to have uh,
Children.
a yes?
Okay, we talked about adopting. I would love to adopt a Nigerian child or an African
But
child.
what if he wants to have a biological child? That's biological children. You see, the American mindset is totally different from the
Yeah.
Nigerian mindset.
Yeah. Well, I understand that, but it doesn't seem to be something that worries him. It doesn't seem to be, not like that guy in
What if it
Benin.
doesn't worry him for now?
I don't
What
know.
if it would worry him 10 years from now when he's 45?
Now, the freeze, I don't know why it should worry him because if the guy is smart, it's very easy. Get a girl pregnant, take that child to an orphanage, make her go, both of you can adopt your same child. That's you won't know.
The dynamics are different here.
John, you're not
Huh?
being nice, so please. We have Bobby here. John, say hi to Bobby. And Bobby, John, please, I'm begging you in God's
I,
name, please be nice.
now, I'm
So, okay,
nice.
John, over to you. What are your questions?
My questions are if she was the one that was 25, would she date a 65-year-old?
It,
She is
okay,
77, and
say that
John and Stephen is 35. Oju,
Okay,
please send me a DM.
if she was one that was 35, would she date a 77-year-old man?
that all
Let's be
depends.
honest.
That all depends. Not in the United States, no. No, because the people in the United States have ruined their bodies. They've
Huh?
ruined their bodies. Yes. Yes.
Ruined.
They are obese, they drink too much, they smoke
Oh
too
my
much,
gosh.
they don't get exercise. No, those people here, this is funny, but my girlfriend and I used to laugh. We would go to town and we would look at these older men here in town. And I'd say, "Oh, there's one for you." And she'd laugh at me and say, "Not that one. No way, not that one." They don't keep
Madam,
themselves up here. The
madam, you know
white
why?
the
You
white
know,
men here don't keep themselves up. The black men look good. The black men look good. I'm
you know why?
dating a man. I'm dating a man. Well, I will say that this man from church, he and I are companions. He knows about Stephen. Stephen knows about him, but we get together. We go to meals together, sit together in church. Going to take a trip to California to see my son soon. But these are things.
Please don't finish our brothers. We need
Well,
them also.
Um, like I said, the truth is that if you were 35, you will not settle for a 7-year-old man. So what that means is that whatever you get from this guy, please don't let her come to cry, because I can tell you 99% that that guy is in it for all he can get. I'm being very blunt, honest, and sincere with you, because when this happens, you guys are gonna run to your authorities and register it as fraud on
As fraud.
Nigerians, as fraud
Mm.
on Nigerians. While you guys are the greedy ones, how will you be
Oh, John, calm
77
down
and want a
now.
45-year-old boy? It doesn't work that way.
John, now why are they fear to bring you be this?
It doesn't
Now
work
why are they
that
fear to
way.
bring you be this?
Bros, but not true
John,
now.
John, where
Tell
do
the
you live?
secret.
John,
John, be
where do you?
calming down.
Tell
You
the
see?
secret.
Okay, John, let
Tell
me
the
ask you a
secret.
question.
Because
Is
when this
there
fraud
no
happens,
possibility?
they'll go and register it against Nigerians that we are fraudsters. She's now
Hold
John,
on.
going with a 45-year-old boy, not
Hold
knowing
on.
that she's being defrauded.
Hold on, John. John. Let me ask you a question. What if Stephen is genuinely
That is
in
free.
love?
There is no human being on earth that at the age of 45 will be in love with a 77-year-old person. That is one
No,
generation ahead
John
of
is
you.
30. Sorry, Stephen is 35.
35 years.
Not
That's one generation ahead. That is and 35 plus 7, 42 years older. That's one generation ahead of him. It's not possible. Let's call a
so,
spade
John.
and
You
tell
are
this
trying
woman.
to tell me that you can never fall in love. You are trying to tell me that you can never fall in love with a 70-something-year-old woman.
Fall in love with her as how?
As a how?
As how? As what now? That if it's as what? How? Why should I fall in love
What
with a
if?
77-year-old woman?
But
I
you
will
see,
love her as a
this
mother.
guy, I brought
I
this
will
guy
love her. I will love
online.
her as a mother.
Okay, hold on,
I'll see
John.
my mother in her.
John, hold on. This guy doesn't ask her for money.
Yet.
He
You
Yet.
know
doesn't
what?
want to come to
What?
America.
Not yet. Not
They've
yet.
been together for 5 years. When
Ah,
is
it's
the
not on
yet?
time.
That is these are the senior man working. The next thing we go ask am for na her 401 in her pension. Now all her savings. Tell her say get one investment within Nigeria. We won't make if you make this investment. That everybody in Nigeria will be looking up to that investment. Just bring small. Let's do it.
But what if the guy, you see,
Ah,
the
but
problem
yet,
is I wanted to bring you when the guy was there because maybe you would have seen the sincerity in the guy.
at the freeze, these boys know how
It's
to
not
be
every
sincere.
Nigerian guy that you see, Bobby. There's a term for older. You know what 0yinbo is?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
white. Yeah.
right.
So there is a term for older white people in a relationship. It's called client.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So they say, oh, she's his client.
Serious
Oh,
clients.
That's the word.
that's
Serious.
But you see,
rotten.
I wanted to bring Stephen up. I wanted to read his body language.
That the
Stephen,
freeze.
to me, I may be wrong. Stephen does not look to me like he.
That
Of
the freeze.
course, see, even me, I'm with my wife for some benefits.
That
John,
the freeze.
even you are with your wife. You can't just date somebody that
That
you
the
are not
freeze.
getting anything at
That the
all.
freeze. That the freeze. That is the fact that someone is living in Nigeria and chooses to date from the dating pool of people living in America is already a lie.
No,
People
now
date from
listen,
that.
that's not how
People,
we met. That's not how we met. You see, there's a difference in how you meet. There's a difference in how you meet.
How did you meet?
Okay, there's a game. There's a game you can put on your phone. It's called Words with Friends.
Okay.
And it's an interactive game. You can challenge people, real people on this game, and you can text with them. Okay, you can text with them. We met there. There was no covering up, there was no being somebody else. The first person from Nigeria that I met on the same app, he pretended he was a white guy. And he
Ah,
made up he was a classic textbook Yahoo boy.
ah,
Textbook.
That
Textbook.
was your
I
former
mean,
guy,
because they
right?
all have the same story. They all do. They all have the same story. And so, and my girlfriend, when we started going
that
on
is
dating,
freeze. That is
um,
freeze. Madam,
Yeah. Go
sorry,
ahead, John.
madam, I'll tell you something. I'm telling this in from a genuine heart. Huh? This guy knows that your former boyfriend, and they must have discussed that you are quick to identify them, so he
no,
should be time.
they
ish.
don't know. They don't know
No,
each other at
no,
all.
no,
They
you
do
will
not.
You don't
never
know
know.
that.
But you will never know until you carry
You
your.
don't know
See,
that.
I wouldn't have had a problem with all this. If not that when it happens, you guys will go and cry to the FBI, and the FBI will count another case of fraud against Nigerians. While you guys are the greedy people, you cannot be defrauded if you're not greedy.
No,
And
John,
this,
don't say
John,
that. John,
John,
John, no, no, no,
this,
John.
no,
that
no.
is,
She's
this,
John,
lonely.
you're way
She
off,
a,
wants
John.
a relationship. Listen, John, you missed out. You missed out a lot of the beginning part. And that's why I wanted to bring you up early so you would hear the full story. She is lonely in America. Her children and grandchildren are not really there for her as much as she at 77. This guy has filled in the vacuum. He has been there for her for 5 years in her loneliness.
Hmm.
Now, the only thing I would advise you, and there's a question I asked Stephen. I said, Stephen, if you go to America, I said, even if he goes to America, he will take care of her in America. Now, the only thing I would advise you, Bobby, is don't any money that is more than buying Stephen's ticket. Don't give him any money that is more than $1,000, $500. If he needs money, help him. Nigeria is hard.
Yes,
Can
I
I say
know.
John,
something?
Nigeria is hard.
Can I say
that is,
something? There is truth in what John is saying. There is truth. Only that he's a bit harsh. He's hard coming. There is truth in what he's saying. I think ma'am should consider the statistics that are there and the facts that are there. She already knows that there is Yahoo boys. She already knows the modus operandi. So
She's
chances
not
are this is
stupid.
another grooming process. This is another grooming process. It's a long con. This person is going to drag her for years, and by the time that he lands in America, how long is it going to take for him to get a job and start taking care of her and all of that? So he's
Okay.
probably just buying time. I think, ma'am,
No,
you are in your rights to feel however emotionally that you feel for him,
my
but also you
my
need to
my
consider the
girlfriend,
facts that are there,
my
the
girlfriend.
statistics that are there.
Okay, listen, my
Mhm.
girlfriend married a Nigerian through a 90-day fiance visa. It took him, yeah,
Is it
at that
Angela
point, it
and
took him
Martha?
a while. It took him a while to get a job. He actually worked for me. I paid him under the table to help him make money so that he could help with the bills at home. He worked hard. He did what he needed to do. Stephen will do the same.
are you on
I
girls?
think
And he
I
will,
think
and I'm
vulnerability
going to help him
vulnerability
go
will
to
make you
school.
What I'll eat.
vulnerability will make you lose ground. If you're too
What?
vulnerable, if vulnerability will make you lose ground. If they're
What do you mean
lonely,
vulnerability? What do you mean?
I mean, in instances that probably, maybe when you sit down with yourself and you introspect, are you lonely? You know, the fact that your children and your grandchildren, they're probably not around you. Is it a I need somebody around me issue? You know what I mean? And is this guy playing into your weaknesses? Does he know your weak points? Those things. I think they are intelligent questions that you need to ask yourself before anybody asks you. And you
Well,
already know how these people work.
yeah, I do know how they work.
John, let me
And
bring Oju.
I tested
John, I
him
did
out a
battle you,
lot.
but I want me to calm down small.
Yeah,
Sure you
What?
get. No go
okay,
anywhere.
okay, okay,
No go
okay,
anywhere.
okay. No,
Just day.
no,
Make I
no,
bring
Allah.
Nene and then Oju come live, please.
No, Allah.
But why are we letting John go?
I'm bringing a lot of people. I'm going to let you two go. I'm bring. There's so many people queuing up to come.
Okay, and whenever you're ready, I'll jump off.
Yes. Oju, let me know once you're ready.
Man, I didn't know that I was going to be such a celebrity.
Mm.
Gee,
And
my
you're very
God.
smart. If you know how they work, you're very smart. You shouldn't be
Well,
conned into anything.
honestly, I do know how these Nigerians work. And you know what? So I know a few words.
Mm.
Noala, Abegu, no vex, alai. How about alai?
What does alai mean?
Yeah, so I
Allah
got,
means like chairman.
Oh,
well,
senior man.
when you say that, they think you're a fake account. And I've been blocked because of the
Have
words
you
Either
I
sent?
crazy.
say.
Have you sent? What is it, these vouchers? What are they called?
Hmm.
Apple something. iTunes vouchers. Something like that. Have you sent those to Africa?
Said what?
What are they called? Can somebody just help me quickly?
What,
What
gift
voucher? What?
card?
iTunes
Which
something.
voucher? Gift card
Gift
Gift
card?
cards. Have you sent gift cards?
Oh yeah, yeah,
You've sent gift cards.
yeah.
to him? To your boo?
Well,
Ma'am, ma'am.
I've sent them to a lot of Nigerians, people that I have tried and tested and know that they were sincerely needed it.
Oh my
Okay.
Uh,
God.
Okay. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Why I came back was, right? I'm on the notion, like, I'm not taking sides. There are no sides. But I will forever say this. If you're not in America, if you have not been living here for the past 20 something years, like myself, you will not understand that America is lonely. That's one. Two,
Okay.
if you find love somewhere else, listen to what this which woman said. She's older
Mm.
than me. I should give her respect. She said she gives under the table job. She sabi waiting the sup for our side now. She knows what happens to Naija people when we come. We don't have papers yet to work. She knows all this. She's smart. She's not dumb. She
Now,
knows what
also
she's
Chidi.
doing.
Now,
She has
Fiasco.
vetted. So the other Ongbeke that was talking earlier on, saying, talking, shouting at her as a woman, saying that, let me not even pray for her to reach this woman's age to be single, because then she will remember this lady and know that America
Calm
is
down.
lonely. That's one. Two, you don't know where you can find your love, someone that will give you solace, someone that will be there to talk to you. Do you know what it means to have someone that will just pick up the phone to talk to you abroad? Do you know what it means? And that is not asking you for money, that's not asking you for anything, that talks to
right.
you and like gives you peace of mind. Your children, your grandchildren, everybody has left you. Nobody's catering for you anymore. Are you joking? Do you know how many people go into depression and cry from there? She has finally
Exactly.
found someone
Do
that
you
gives
know
her
what?
all that thing, and you're telling
I'll
her to
tell you
what?
something. I went through a period of time when I wanted to commit suicide. It was that bad. It was that bad. And you know what?
I
I
think
called my daughter. I called my daughter who lives right here in town. I said, "Would you at least check on the phone, call me, Just
I
check
did
on, do
say,
you know she didn't one time do it, even knowing that I wanted to commit suicide.
I
I
did
had
say
to
in the
call,
beginning that,
I
sorry,
had to
ma'am, I
call
did say
my
Wait,
in the
please let her
beginning.
neighbor.
talk. Let this woman
No,
talk,
no, let her
please.
talk. Stop interrupting, please.
Please.
I
Okay.
had to call my neighbor. I called my neighbor and I asked her to please, it was during COVID. I said,
Mm.
would you please come sit outside my door and talk to me? Because I feel like committing suicide right now. I am so
Don't say that. Don't
lonesome.
say that. You can't just say I feel like buying myself because TikTok will knock us off. You can't
Oh,
use those strong words. Please don't be angry. I wanted to take my life. That's better.
okay. Yeah, well, yes, I wanted to take my
Please. I'm
life.
so sorry about that.
That's okay. I know they're stupid on this thing, but I didn't know they were really
Yeah.
that stupid. I have been sanctioned so many times that I can't even believe that this is a real platform some days. But um yeah, I really, and then she had me come to her house and have me sit outside so that, we can't infect each other, which is all, it was all so stupid. And I got a phone call. So I got a phone call from a Nigerian on my phone while I was there. And I went and I got up from the table. I took the call to talk to him. And when I got back, she says, "Why do you have to let those people blah, 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 blah?"
Agba.
And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
It might be
I
no
said,
no, I'm still live. If you go,
if
let me
that was
show you
your
something.
phone that
Yes, let
rang,
me show you.
if it was her phone
Yeah,
that
hello.
rang, she
And
would
I
have
have
answered it.
a very
So why
important.
shouldn't I answer a call from a Nigerian? What is that all about? It wasn't even Steven. It was one of my other friends over there. I don't understand
Fair enough.
people's mentality here, but I have seen a video of a Nigerian guy who lives here in the US. And he said, the United States is one of the loneliest countries in the world.
God bless
And
him.
it's true. I moved to town so I wouldn't be isolated out in the bush. I call it the bush because everybody can relate. um, I was
Suburbs.
isolated out there. And so I have a house right there on this side and a house on this side, houses across the street. Do these people come over and say hi? No. No, they don't know you, do they?
No, it's America. Stay in your house. That's what everybody does. Somebody
That's what
can.
it
I'm so sorry to cut you off, ma'am. A lady passed away a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, and she was in her apartment for 2 weeks. An African lady for 2 weeks. They didn't know she's spied, that she's gone. Because
all right.
nobody checks up on anyone in America. You go do your thing. You hustle. Nobody checks up. Nobody cares if you're alive. Everybody's
That's
finding their daily bread. So I understand what this woman is saying. So please, let's not use our corrupt mentality to now infringe on her and impose it on her. No, it's not fair. If I find
Good.
someone in Africa that I love, it's me. I know what I'm doing. I use my
Perfect.
KYC. I do my due diligence. I know my customer. If for you guys that don't know tech, go know your customer, KYC. Do
If
investigation
I
on the
can
person you're
say,
talking to.
can
Research,
I say
test
something?
them. If they're past all
Cool.
of that, forget what human beings, forget what anybody else is saying. As long as you're happy, your life. This woman, she doesn't have, God forgive me, but she's an elderly lady. Let her be happy for the remaining years she has on earth.
Perfect.
you,
Can I say something?
the
I
other
did say
thing,
in the
I'll tell you
beginning.
the other thing I did to check on Stephen. The other thing I did
Hey.
The other thing I did to check on Stephen was I traveled all the way from Washington State to Las Vegas, Nevada to meet with a Nigerian pastor of an RCCG church because I wanted to verify that Stephen was a good guy. Because Stephen showed me where he lived. I could see it on Google Earth and I could see an RCCG church close by. Now, this pastor here is over, he's a head pastor, and I knew he could talk to the people in Nigeria. Well, he ended up talking to Stephen, and he said, now if I were to call and if I were to get a hold of this pastor, RCCG, and he would get a hold of your church because their churches were close by, he said, what would I find?
I
So
did
he
say in the
was
beginning that there is nothing wrong. I said it.
right.
There
He
is
was
nothing wrong if
fine
two
with it.
people
He
are
said,
in
I
love,
believe
if
he's
two people have got
okay.
mutual understanding. If two people understand themselves, they're in love. Praise God for that. If they give each other comfort and whatever, praise God for that. However, with ma'am, she knows the modus operandi. She knows the facts that are associated with such operations, right? So it's only fair for us to say, look, after all it's said and done, the lovey-dovey, the hunky-dory, let's go back to the facts and possibly, like Don
Hmm.
was saying, possibly what could be the imminent, I don't want to say imminent danger, but what the facts drive to. That in conclusion, at the ultimate end, you don't want to be a victim. If he gives you comfort, my sister, right on. If you love him, he loves you, right on. But you know the facts that are there. Just be careful. Don't give up your pensions, your whatever, your investments. And I'm worried now that there is a pastor that's involved. A pastor who then ma'am went to for confirmation or whatever. That is dangerous grounds, ma'am. That's dangerous ground.
Yeah,
What
I
do
don't
you
like that
mean?
pastor too.
It's dangerous ground. For a
What?
past, like I said in the beginning in my statement, here in South Africa, there's a lot of Nigerian churches that we go to. And what happens is that they pair working class South African ladies with unemployed Nigerians. I dated a Nigerian happily healthy relationship for 7 years. We were very happy. I love that guy to bits. And even tomorrow I will still mention him. However, in churches, what happens is that they pair employed South African women with unemployed Nigerian guys. And guess who does the pairing? It's the Nigerian pastor.
Wow.
Well, this is different. It's different. It's very different over here.
I'm worried.
Um, yeah, it's very different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Just
not
say,
going to
you know
happen.
the modus operandi, you know these terms, you know how they work, just be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If he makes you
You
happy,
can't
right
know it
on,
all.
bro.
That's one thing
True.
I would say. You can't know it all. I,
Facts.
I agree with you needing to be careful. You can't know it all.
True.
right. Right, but I honestly, I have learned a lot. I mean, I learned a lot from dating those other guys. I learned a lot from some of the ones that were, you know, um, telling me they wanted money because of this and because of that, and I learned how to check that out. And
Would you say that he has kept you alive?
oh yeah, hmm yeah,
If
But
a
I
what
man
if he
would.
still took
breaks
your
your
money, then
heart? Won't
why?
that speed up
The pie.
the
The
pie?
bar.
What?
If
The
he
other life
broke your
is
heart, wouldn't that speed up your demise? Pie means to end. We use
Oh,
that word.
Stephen. Well, speed up my demise.
If he breaks your heart, like you are nursing a heartbreak at 72, now
Hmm.
you're almost 80. Can you handle
Hmm.
the pressure?
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Hmm.
But I can't. He's an individual. He's a person. You know, he needs to be himself. And if he decides that I am too old, he and my girlfriend, that's now my ex-girlfriend, they both of them said, we're going to make sure you never have to go to a old folks. Um, he, he said over and over again, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of you.
People say
Everything's going to
all
be
sorts
okay.
of stuff when they're in love.
true.
Well, I realize that, but um, you know, yeah, I'm taking my chances, but I'm taking my chances with anybody else here.
True.
There is a guy here at my church that, yes, we are companions at this point. We do things together. He and I had a real
Sure.
bad
Oh, so
fight
you have a
yesterday.
You have a boo thing. You have a plan B, plan C, plan D. Oh,
Madame
I like you.
dated
Oh, I like her. I just found a new
Mad,
friend. That's you see. So, Daddy Free, she answered your
Madame
question.
has dated
She
a few
will not
Nigerians
buy. She will not buy because she has
at all.
cushion for her
Madame
heart.
is not
She
lonely
has
like that.
plan B.
Madame
Hmm.
is not lonely. You see, she's laughing. She's not
I
lonely
love
like
her.
that.
I said this woman knows what's up. I beg. She knows.
You
She
were
even can
here
say I
wanting
beg.
to hit all
Oh,
of us.
Well,
You were here wanting to rain fire
you
and
know,
brimstone on all
with
of us.
Stephen and I talked about plan A, plan B, and all that kind of stuff, Um, life is short, excuse
period.
me, but life is very short. And, you know, my kids, yes, they've cut it shorter than it should be. And
Mm,
they've taken a lot of joy out of my life.
Mm.
And, to meet this other guy, yeah, do I wish he'd come along sooner? Maybe. But, I feel a need for him. He's lonely too.
okay.
I feel a need for him. He feels a need for me. And
Period.
Stephen understands that.
As he
And
should.
yeah, he's not happy with it when I'm
Of
with him. He'll
course.
say, "Are you going to be at Charles' house tonight?" All that
Oh, he's
stuff.
jealous. He's a little jealous.
Well, he is, but he's over there. He can do nothing
Now, let
about
me
it.
ask you, are you doing anything with Charles?
Ooh.
Daddy Freeze, you need to be censored.
Okay.
No, no, no. I want to know because at this point,
We want
I've
to
been
know.
rooting for you. So I
Right?
want to know.
Moment of truth. The moment of truth.
you know,
So I want you to be honest.
Yeah.
Have you been doing something with, what's the guy's name again?
Charles,
Charles.
Charles. Yes.
we've had our moments. I'll put it that way.
what does that
Um,
even mean?
sometimes he doesn't live close by, so if I go there or he comes here, for an evening, um
Can lick plates,
sometimes we
wash plates.
sometimes we don't go home. Sometimes we don't go
Oh,
home.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So but um that doesn't take away from Stephen.
At all. At all. Your heart
At
is where it
all, at
is.
all.
Exactly.
No,
Guys,
no. And
why?
yeah, I don't.
Wow.
I but Stephen knows.
Of course.
Stephen knows if I'm,
Does he know
there's
what
no way.
goes on when the phone is off?
TMI.
Well, yeah, if I don't, if I were not to answer him, because he comes in every night and every morning, and if I was not to answer him, he would, yeah, it wouldn't be good. So I answer him, we video. If he could recognize if I wasn't home. So I can't lie to him. I'm not going to even try to lie to him of where I am. He'll ask me, "Are you going to Charles tonight? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that?" Sometimes I say yes, sometimes I say no. Depends on
So
what I'm doing.
so it's an open
Rainwater
relationship.
drop cup.
So it's an
What?
open relationship.
What do you mean by what's an open
Now,
relationship?
how would you feel if you called Steven and he was at some girl's house?
Good question.
Yeah, I know. I've been asked that a lot of times, and he never has been.
Woo!
He never has been.
I
There
don't.
are
Go ahead.
So
no. He
my
never
sister in a
has
What
been.
dream,
part
we
of
were saying that
Nigeria is
she's
Steven
not
from
lonely.
again?
She's not
What
He's
lonely.
in
part of
Worry.
Nigeria is Steven from again?
He's in Delta State Worry.
Ah, worry
What
the
is his
number.
tribe? Do you know his tribe?
Yes, he's Ibu.
Eh?
Igbo.
Worry
Hmm.
na Igbo.
No, he's an Igbo boy that lives in Warri.
Ah,
Oh,
he
okay,
Yes,
lied.
okay, okay, okay,
yes,
okay, okay. Hmm.
yeah.
So madam,
No,
you're not
Stephen
lonely.
has never. There's never been a minute that I suspected anything. And if I say something to him, he'll shoot the camera around and show me who it is because he lives in a compound and
Ah, it
there's,
doesn't
a
mean.
lot of people, a lot of noise. Now, the man from Benin, that guy, I swear that guy had his woman there at the place and he would say, "Oh, no, that's just my neighbors going by the door," stuff like that, but he would never show me.
But this one
He
shows
would
you
never
evidence,
show you.
proof. Okay, makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
I said something earlier on about open relationship, and you said, "What is that?" Okay, let me try and explain. Open relationship is when two people come together, like you and yourself, that you love this young man, but you're in a long distance, and then you both agree to date other people, but be transparent. Dr. So, what's up? But be transparent with each other. So when you go over to Charles' house, you let him know. If you're sleeping over, if you do something, you let him know. But just always be transparent. And vice versa. Him too. If he goes to a lady's house or a girl comes over, they do something, he lets you know. So just the open relationship, but knowing two of you are still locked in, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. But as far as I know, he's never been in another relationship, so
Hmm.
that's
Eh?
good.
Is it possible?
Um,
Well,
I
it doesn't
mean,
need to be a relationship. It can just be a lady he's seeing. Just the way you're seeing Mr. Charles, he can just be
yeah,
seeing someone in Nigeria. Doesn't mean they're in a relationship. Do you understand?
right.
But he lets you know about
Yeah,
it. He's
yeah.
open.
I believe he would let me know because, I know, I know he's jealous of Charles, and
Mm.
that hurts me. Because, I tell him, I said, "Stephen, there is
So you're a
nobody here."
77-year-old player
Cougar,
because
daddy, phrase cougar.
yeah, I'm
Cougar,
learning
cougar,
from
we
you.
like that.
I'm literally taking notes.
She's a hot
You're
cougar.
making me out to be bad.
No, there's no
No,
loneliness
I'm
here, you guys.
learning how to
There's no
act when I'm
loneliness.
77.
We're not lonely around here. We're not lonely.
Well, you know, yeah. I
Yeah.
Like I said, there are very few people here that I associate with. Very
Hmm.
few.
Hmm.
And my best girlfriend, she just turned everything upside down on me. Um
What do you
actually
mean your
tried to break
girlfriend? Were you in an
tried to
intimate
tr-
relationship with this girlfriend, or she was just a girl that was your friend?
she is a girl that was my friend. When she was 9 years old, I met her. I used to take her to church in a school bus.
Wow.
Yeah, I known her for that long, and she turned on me and tried
What do
to.
you mean by turned on you? I want to hear the background of the story. How did she turn on you?
Okay, um, Charles and I went on uh, a church thing
I can
in
see a lot
another
of church
state.
in this, though. Is it me?
She's a
Well,
believer.
No, no.
the
Okay.
the we are the church that I go to, where Charles goes to. We had like a seminar kind of a thing, a week of having different meetings, seminars, and things like that. And they were having one at a similar church in another state. Well, Charles' best friend from California was going to be there. So he wanted to go down to this event. And he asked me if I wanted to go along. Well, as it turned out, I texted Stephen on the way and I said, I'm going to this thing with Charles. But on my way, I said, the connection, the internet is not good on the way. So if I turn off my phone because there's no connection where I'm going to be, don't worry about me. Well, he did worry. I did turn off the phone. He did worry. And he called her and asked her if she would check on me or knew what happened to me. I don't know why he did that when I had texted him that in the beginning.
Why did you call the pastor, the RCCG pastor in America, to check up on him? The same way he's checking up on you. Fair play, if you ask me.
Now, listen, that doesn't have anything to do with it. Because in the beginning, Daddy Freeze, when I didn't know for sure, when I wanted to be sure about him. Plus, I wanted to find out how in the hell do you guys get to send money to Nigeria? Because they won't let me here. I was trying to find out
Oh,
how.
wow.
Yeah, I was trying to find out how can I do that. And he sent me to some store, and the guy at the counter said, well, they're going to ask you all these questions, and I knew I wasn't going to pass because I'd have to say, well, I met this guy in Nigeria, I want to send him some money. Blech.
Um,
And but anyway, so back to this story. So um
BTCJ.
she this is what she did. Now, this is somebody that's supposed to have my back, okay? She's my best friend. She should be happy for me that if I have a friend in the church and Stephen, right? She gets on the phone with him and she tells him, and he texted, he showed me the messages. She says, you guys might be finished. I hear that she and Charles went to another state for this church conference and they're sharing a hotel room. I think,
Oh.
and then she says, I think I heard that.
You think?
But were you
Now,
sharing a hotel
what
room?
what kind of a bitch does that?
Okay, that's
This
not your
Oh.
friend. You cut her off. That's not your friend.
I have cut her off. I
Okay,
have cut
good.
her off
Clock it.
because
But
then
let me
the
ask
other
you, let me
thing she
ask you.
did.
Ooh,
In
Let
reality,
me tell you one more thing she did. Let me tell you another thing. She's done many
ooh.
things right now, but one of the other things, she took a picture of Charles and I in church from the back. We've got our heads together because we're looking at a program in front of us. But she takes a picture that makes us look like we're kissing. Then she texts me and she says, oh, and by the way, I am telling Stephen about you and Charles holding hands in church and
Go by.
everything else and cheating on
Go
him.
by.
That's a friend
That's
of
what
me.
she did.
That's an
That is what
enemy.
she did.
That's why I
Huh?
don't have female friends. Hating bitches. I'm sorry.
hey, put down, put down,
I'm
Yeah,
put down,
sorry.
put
no,
down.
you're absolutely right.
Yes, ma'am.
I have called her so many things you can't even believe it.
I
And
believe.
she continually does stuff that yeah, it's a long story. And
Mm.
people have said, well, she's just jealous of you. Well, maybe she is, but she's got a bad way of showing it.
She
And
wants your
what,
man.
and
She wants your
well,
life.
she continually posts now about how she's so glad to get rid of me as a friend and all this
Wow.
stuff, and how toxic I am and all this
Wow.
stuff. I just, for her to do that is about, she'll never be back in my life. Never. And
Man,
at,
Never.
no.
and at the church they're like, well, you need to work on yourself. You've hurt her. I said, I've never hurt her. I paid for 2 trips to Barbados for her. I
Wow.
bought her a
Girl.
laptop. I buy her clothes. Every time we go on a trip, I pay for the hotel room.
Oh, she needs to be cut off. How old is she, ma'am?
She's in her 50s.
I she
89.
acting like that?
Oh, that isn't fair, though. That's snitching.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. And she told Stephen, he asked, would you please go to the house and check on her and make sure she's okay?
Hmm.
And she said, no, I will not. She says,
Uh-uh.
because I don't want to take her verbal abuse. I said, what verbal abuse? Nobody, if you go to check on somebody, especially me, all by myself, no kids, nothing, you come to check on me, am I going to verbally abuse you?
Nah,
No.
nah. I have a
So
question. I have
she
a
had
question.
ulterior motives. She had
Right.
ulterior motives. She also posted a picture uh of our church, and in that picture, it was a video.
Church.
In that picture, our my Charles was up there singing, and so were some other
Mm-mm.
people.
Your
But
child.
Charles was the focus of her video.
Oh my
Do you mind
God.
sharing the nationality of your church pastor, if you don't mind?
He's African American.
Okay.
Okay.
I have another
Yeah,
question,
he's
ma'am, on
But
another.
before you
Oh,
go any further,
okay. Go ahead.
I want to play something. I want to play
Okay.
something for you guys,
Okay.
and I need you guys to hear this. Just off the tops, off the so you guys can be proud of what we do here on our lives. Oops, I wanted to remove only Bluetooth. Okay, so let's hear this. That I saw on Instagram that was talking very prosperous now. This is the Senate president. Let me take it back again. There's a young boy that I saw on Instagram that was talking very prosperous now, but he said that he was targeting me anytime I was traveling as a governor using commercial jets. And then one day he was lucky. The Senate president watches my live.
Wow,
Do you
he saw
remember
that
this was my
interview.
live?
Remember that
Who
flight
does?
attendant?
Who does?
Yes, now, Coach
Wow.
Wilfred.
Wow. Yeah, that flight
Who?
attendant, Coach Wilfred, that met him in the plane. Oh, God is good. Social media. Don't play with social media. People are watching. Oh, your life can connect with any angle on social media.
I even
Sorry,
have the
Daddy Freeze.
video here. So this is the video. I decided to pull a stunt. Remember, I've understood the dynamics. The cabin, you make a lot of money from nice top allowance, uh, people dash you money. So when I go on flight, the kind of money where they drop for cabin crew, no before you, plenty money, and they take and go else. At that time, my then governor, Pablo, God bless him, whenever he comes on flight, he was very, very generous.
But you guys,
Wow, wow, wow,
Daddy Freeze
wow.
is very popular. I mean, even here in South Africa, we watch
Are
Daddy
you
Freeze.
serious?
I'm very serious. For me to
Oh,
understand
wow.
certain things, I know that you are from Ibadan. I know Ibadan through you. I know
I think I
that
have to
in
come and
Lagos
start
there's
connecting with my
pastors.
South African family.
You are famous even here. And unfortunately, you always go to the UK to meet with, what is that pastor's name? TP, is it
Pastor Toby.
Toby? So you are quite famous. I'm surprised that it's we see Nigeria through your lenses. To be honest, for some of us, we see
Oh.
Nigeria through you. We've been following you for years. Though we might not be as famous on this platform like John, the rugged John, but look, we
John
see
still is
Nigeria
coming
through your
back. John
lenses.
is coming back.
Please
But
bring
I
him
want to
back.
keep him to the end because John is a handful. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness.
Yeah,
He's a
he's a
piece of work,
little
but I
bit
like him.
rough.
I like
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's blunt. He's straightforward. But what I'm trying to say is that Daddy Freeze, I'm not sure why is it that it's a surprise. We see Nigeria through your lenses, so yeah, you are a big deal. You are a big
Daddy
deal.
Freeze. Daddy Freeze, you're a big deal. You need to connect with South Africa. But can I ask these two questions to this lady before I forget? Sorry. Two
All
I
questions.
right,
gotta
go ahead.
plug. I
Continue,
gotta
continue. I'm
plug
so
my
sorry.
phone in here. I gotta
Yes,
plug
ma'am.
my
Please
phone.
plug your phone because I'm loving you. I found a new bestie. We should. I have a question while you're plugging your phone. Whenever your boo calls, the one in Nigeria, whenever you guys call, do you guys do camera down? Do you know what camera down is?
No, but
Okay,
I
let me.
can just about guess. I can,
Oh.
no, we don't do anything. Nothing
Hmm.
off color at all. Nothing. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
That's good. I respect him then. I respect him and you. Because a woman, sometimes we want to be touched, we want to be feel, we want to feel a certain feeling. So maybe when he calls on video, you guys just do camera down, just for a
Ah,
minute as adults. Okay.
don't do
No, we
it.
don't.
Don't do it.
No,
Don't
Okay.
do it.
he's never even asked to do that. And
Oh, that's a good man. Yeah.
Yes, it is a good man. And well, and here's the other thing.
Mhm.
I am smart enough to know that you can also get scammed that way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Smart
Oh, so he
woman.
asks to see your
Yourself.
noodles and then he blackmails you with your noodles.
That's
Yeah.
camera down back
But
million.
what about when you went to Ghana? Did he see the noodles live? Did he eat out of the bowl of noodles?
Daddy freeze.
Daddy Freeze, you are so terrible. Bring John back up in your place.
Bobby is saying I should press X.
Yeah,
Press
press
X,
X,
please press
Daddy
X.
Freeze.
Press X.
Daddy Freeze, go to the comment section, Daddy Freeze.
Let me go to the comment section and type. I'm out. Guys, ask your questions. Let me turn off my video.
No, Daddy Freeze, we're just joking with
I'm
you.
in the
Come back,
comment
come back.
section. I'm in the comment section now.
Oh,
I
he
said
is, huh?
hi.
I'm not seeing any of the comments except for
Really?
my own.
Okay,
Unless
try
I just hit
something.
it.
Drag your screen down, like drag it down, like, and then drag it back up. So,
Oh,
and then let
no,
me know.
all I'm getting is where I joined and a
Hmm.
couple in between, and then I made a couple of comments after
Same
it
here. I
says
can't see
share
comment.
video.
Yeah, it's frozen. Mine is still going because I keep dragging it down and pushing it back up. It does that sometimes. So sorry. But they're saying good things. They're hailing you in the comments. They're saying nice things. Another question, the second question I have for you, ma'am, is when do you ever see you guys like actually like getting married? I know you said you're open to adoption and all that, but do you see him like coming to America, you guys living together in your house, you know, all
We
of
have
that?
a
Like be honest.
we have a fiance visa in the works right now.
Perfect. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. I love
yeah,
that.
we do.
And you have in plan what's going to happen when he comes, what type of work he's going to do. You know the under the table stuff, of course, and you're okay with all that.
Well, I would like to see him maybe go to school. Um, um, he needs to learn to drive. He doesn't have a car. He's never learned to drive. So taking driving school, maybe going to this junior college here and, uh, finding work that way.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
and
love that.
he can do under the table stuff too, but that's not always safe. And
True.
this stupid ICE stuff going on now, you got to
Mm.
watch what you're doing.
True, true. You're right.
Um,
You're right. Because it's not going to be easy, especially the first 1 or 2 years when he comes before he gets his work authorization. So I don't want you
right.
to like give up or get irritated or get annoyed whenever you see that, oh, he's just in the house, he's not doing anything. So it's
No.
good that you're having these conversations because it can cause a rift in
Well,
relationships.
I have a good sized yard here. There's a lot of work to do in the yard that at this point I have to pay to have it done.
Wow.
He and I can work together at that. There are things that we can do.
Okay. That's good.
I don't need his money. I don't need him to make money
Hmm.
for us to survive. We'll be fine. We will be fine.
But he has family back home. He's a man that he still needs to take care of his people, his
We'll
family.
be doing
So,
that. We
okay,
will be doing
okay,
that.
okay.
And you know what? There's other guys that I talk to,
Hmm.
and I will continue to talk to, and some of them I'll be able to help us. We will be able to help. We talked about starting a foundation
For
Mm.
who?
to help people back in Nigeria. He's got friends there that if he sent money to them, he knows they would honestly go out. There's a blind man in his family that he
Wow.
helps
Wow.
when I
Okay.
help when I'm able to send some extra,
God bless.
and so he helps them.
Okay.
We'll be able to help people back in Nigeria if we are
Okay.
allowed.
Okay. Awesome. You,
And
you're,
these
you're
are
awesome.
people who are vulnerable, who are in need, right?
Yeah, yes. Like I said, I have videos of him going out on the streets, uh, and he bought a whole plate full of bananas for a young boy so that the young boy could go to school. He could be off for the day
Yeah.
and go to school. He went to the school one year for his birthday. He went to the school and he took school supplies and that kind of stuff, and the kids sang to him. He showed me all of that. Um, yeah, even when they bought the plate of bananas, they gave them away to people right there on the street.
Good job. Just be careful. Good job, though.
Yeah,
Good job.
def, def. No, me, I don't have
Yeah.
any other questions. Like, she's won my heart. I'm rooting for this relationship. I'm rooting for it. I followed you. I'll be checking up on you guys. We're rooting for it because, like I said, there are great guys out there. I said, Michael, he's my very good friend. We saw everything Angela did to him. You, on the other hand,
Oh
you're
man.
supportive, you're loving, you're caring. You even send money back home for the people, not even him, for his people. So you care about his own people, his family. That's how you know true love. Please don't be distracted by what these people are saying. As long as you're ready for the bulletproof. If anything happen, if bags both happen, you are ready for the
Bus,
for
bus.
the impact. That's it. The rest, enjoy yourself. Be at peace. Be happy. He brings you joy. But I have a question. How old is he? Sorry, I missed that.
35.
Oh, it's my age. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
your
he's
age. He's your
young. I
age. He's your
agree. He
age.
is young, but that's life. It
He's
happens.
young but
He's your
not stupid.
age.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Daddy Freeze.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, though. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
John
ladies.
wants to come back. Who's
Okay.
going to volunteer?
I will go. Bye bye. Thank
Maybe
you.
I should
You have
go.
to come back,
No,
OG.
you don't go nowhere. Bye, ma'am. Thank you so
All
much.
Bye,
right.
Thank
baby.
you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Did
So
you
John
request?
is coming back now. John, will you announce your name? John, don't vex. This is calling me on WhatsApp. All right, guys. So, Bobby, John
Yeah.
is a bit harder than I am,
Yeah.
but he means well. He's one of my best friends on Instagram.
Okay.
He's hard on even me too, and I quarrel with him, but he's just hard. That's his
Daddy Freeze,
John.
please. Me, I want to
But he
hear
means
which
well.
one.
So, John, I don't psych you. I don't yap you. Now, God, I take beg you. Just stay gentle because
Yeah, or we're gonna
everybody is
X you
waiting for
out.
your talk because they know say this table will have no legs by the time you are done.
I'm sure South Africa might also catch stray bullets here. Anyway.
But Bobby,
Yeah.
Bobby, you know, some people will come and tell you stories. Some people who support that trade, that lifestyle, will come and tell you how okay it is. But I am not in support of taking someone's heart, of obtaining via false pretense. It is a crime, it is a criminal offense, it is punishable under Section 419 of the
Uh,
Criminal Code of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and it must be
uh,
treated
What
as
is? What
and it
is?
must be treated as such. Let me tell you something. You see, all these things you described is advanced fraud to me.
No,
That's my
no,
personal
John, did you
opinion.
hear her? She is
Yeah.
guarded. She has
Daddy
a
freeze.
guy that is her friend and is her support in
Daddy
America.
freeze. Daddy freeze. Daddy freeze. Daddy
Mm.
freeze. These boys have evolved over time. The more you try to evolve, is the more they try to evolve. These boys constantly, you see that aluminium company you said he works in? It might be somewhere close to his house where he goes to change into their coveralls, pretends he works there every
hey.
day so that he will buy your mind as the legit hustler. I listen,
Daddy
I am a
Freeze, take that
I
man off.
I
Oh,
have
I'm not kidding you.
I have the mind of a
Don't
criminal,
take John
and it
off.
only
You
takes
have the
someone.
mind. Yeah, you do
I
have the
have the
mind of a
mind of a
criminal.
criminal, and it only takes someone who has the mind of a criminal to catch a criminal.
Okay, okay. Belinda, sorry, let me bring a lawyer. Belinda, can you join us on this live? But I don't want somebody that will join John because
This
then
is
I
not
want the.
Daddy Freeze.
Can I jump
Daddy
off?
Freeze.
Should I
Daddy
jump
Freeze.
off?
You
Wait, I'll
know,
let you know when you can
Daddy
go.
Freeze.
Wait. Belinda, can you join us?
That is fish by the man. You know the truth. You know that. See, madam, let me take you back to history. Yeah, back in the I think early 2000, a bunch of Nigerian young men, the age of this same man you were talking about, then they frauded a Brazilian bank.
Ha, whole bank.
They brought the Brazilian bank and its executive to Nigeria, simulated the office of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, and they met them there. It looked so real. The same way you were convinced, the same way you're convinced, the same way those executives were convinced that this is a sure, legit transaction. And they released monies in millions of United States dollars. And it was a fraud. I wouldn't have weighed any opinion in this your matter. I would have allowed the boy enjoy for as long as he can. I see them every day on the streets of Lagos driving GLEs. Like your money, like
And he
GLE they
doesn't
go.
drive anything. He doesn't even know how to drive.
He doesn't have a car, John.
He will drive in
John, he doesn't
America.
even have a
He
car.
doesn't have a
He will
car,
drive high in
John.
America.
Let it freeze. So you Daddy Freeze, if you believe that,
Mm.
if you believe that, then you have no reason to doubt that the name of Jesus is Jesus and not Yehoshua. Because I know you think critically. You think critically. You're talking about
Bobby,
a
can you see
35
John is yabbing me too now? He's
you're,
insulting me too that
you're
I
talking
don't have
about a
sense.
35-year-old adult Nigerian who has
Mom
resources.
with cape, can you come and put mouth? Mom with cape, can you come and put mouth? My South African sister, I want you to be in the comment section, but I'm bringing you back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, cool.
That is risk.
Yeah.
Me and you know say this in a format.
Ah,
Me and you know say this in a format. You cannot tell me that a 35-year-old boy who is at the peak of his benching drive will want to settle with someone who doesn't bench anymore.
Who says?
Madam, you're 77.
And what do you know about that?
Menopause. And after
And that
menopause,
doesn't
I,
that
I,
doesn't stop
let me, I have not
that
landed.
doesn't
I
stop
have not
anything.
landed. I have not landed.
Listen,
I have not
listen,
landed. I have not landed.
listen.
I have not
Let
landed.
let
I have not
listen,
landed. I have not landed. And after
Guys,
menopause, and
listen. Stop
after menopause,
talking. Quit
after
being
menopause,
rude.
uh,
Quit
uh,
being rude.
no, I've not
Quit
landed.
quit being
I
rude.
have
don't be
not
rude,
landed.
John. John,
I'm not
please
being
don't be
John,
rude.
rude.
I am
She's
not
our
being rude.
guest.
I am not
yes,
being rude.
you're not
I am not.
letting me speak. You're not
No,
letting me
but I
speak.
have not landed. When I land, then I will give you the floor to speak. When I land, I will give you the floor to speak.
Well, then land and
Okay,
crash
so
and burn.
you
Crash
are
and burn.
you are the one
crash and burn.
you are the one being rude, and I'm respecting you because of your gray hair.
Please, Bobby, that's right. If you said crash and burn, that's not fair. If you want him not to be rude,
You are the one
please
being rude, and I'm
also
respecting you because of
don't
your
be
gray
rude.
hair. Because I could curse you
No, John.
to heaven, and nothing will happen.
Please,
Not your government will
please.
do anything to me, nor my government will do anything to me. So be careful.
Okay, my South African sister, please come down. Somebody else wants to come up. I'm bringing you
All
right
right.
back. Don't worry. We're
Yeah.
working today.
Alrighty, cool.
All right.
So
Please, please, please. Let's respect one another. I beg you. Bobby has been on my live every day. And at the point I almost blocked her yesterday. I thought she was a scammer because I've had this problem with people spamming my account and bots and all that. Only for me to bring her today and realize that she's actually a real person. So please, guys, Bobby is my follower. John is not my follower. John is my brother. My brother that fights with me regularly. Loves me, but he has not sent me the Okpa woman. So, John, we are not brothers again. I've
no,
downgraded you to
please, no,
friend.
I want to send you the recipe.
Okay, DF, can I just say something? Hi,
Yes.
Bobby. Hi,
Hi.
John.
Hi.
I want everybody to calm down.
I normally don't like to show my face on DF's lives, but on this matter, I will, simply because I've worked with old people, I mean elderly people, seniors. I know what people go through in this country when it comes to loneliness. I know the culture, and everybody's right. And honestly, Bobby, what anybody's telling you right here is just for you to be careful. But having said all of this, can it be genuine? There's a possibility that it might be genuine. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because our backgrounds are different, our experiences are different, you know, and we don't know Steven. Everybody's just talking because we know what these young boys in Nigeria, what they can do and what they've done in the past and what they're capable of doing.
Mhm.
So it's all from a place of love. We don't want you to fall a victim of a scammer, right?
Right, right.
But we don't know Steven, and we're not going to judge Steven because Steven might actually be a good man.
He is a good
And
man.
just the same way, listen, just the same way we have LGBTQ, whatever, XYZ, there are some
Yeah.
people that actually love older people.
Madam,
No,
madam,
please, John, please. I don't like to interrupt you, but please let me just land. Some
John,
people
please, I
can
beg you, let her
actually,
land.
some people can actually love older people. That's why you find a 25-year-old falling in love with a 50-something-year-old woman. Some
Steven,
people's turn on is actually older people. Let me tell you, before I became a nurse and when I was looking after the seniors, I didn't know I had such a patience for old people. I didn't know I had a heart for old people until I started doing the job. I am one person that love old people
Kamori
because
just
these
said he loves
people,
older people.
madam, please.
listen, John, let
I
me
want to ask
say,
you.
man,
I want to ask you a
John,
question.
please,
I
John,
want to
please,
ask
let
you a
me just
question.
finish. Let me
I
finish,
want to ask you a
John,
question.
now.
John, let
Oh,
her
God,
finish.
I
Let her
beg.
finish,
Let me
please.
finish now. See? And these people, let me just tell you about them. The way Bobby is, I understand Bobby 100%. The culture over here is different. The moment the children get married and they go their separate ways, they go their ways, most of them don't remember their parents anymore. So I understand Bobby from the angle of being lonely, from the angle of not having anyone to come look after her. It is what I see every day. It scares me. And I will just
mhm.
always pray to God that my children don't forget me. I meet with these people in nursing homes. Some of them are still very okay. In the retirement homes, I see them.
Put my
And
money on, guys, if you're
and
watching on TikTok.
they're not supposed to be there. But because there's nobody to help them in the house anymore, the children have gone. I had a time, I think it was about 2, 3 years ago, I had one of my clients, she was 98 years old. I always going to give her shots. And all of them, they always love to talk to me. And she was like, hey, Ola, can I talk to you? I said, okay, go on. She said that her children just left and they were telling her that they were going to go for some picnic on a mountain they used to go to, like next weekend. And she said the painful part is they're gonna. She asked them, "The mom, are you gonna pick me up?" She was asking the kids, and
There
the
you
kids
go.
told her, "No, mom, we can't pick you up." And they're gonna be the highway they're gonna take to get to that mountain is they're gonna pass our own apartment before they go.
Yeah,
And you know
that's
what? You
right.
know what broke her heart? She said she remembers when she used to look after the grandkids for them, the days of, oh, mom, can I drop off Sean with you? Can I drop off Kayla with you? And she was there for them. But now that she's old, she can't find them. It's just a culture over here. Now back to
Yes.
Steven. Bobby, everything everybody's saying over here is just for you to be careful.
Yeah,
And
I
the only reason
understand.
why we're saying this because is that we've heard stories. We know ourselves. I'm Nigerian. We know what we're capable of doing. We're not bad people. But you need to just do your KYC, just as
And
Ojuju
call a
said.
spade a spade. We are bad people. Call a spade a spade. We are bad people.
No, we
We
are
are bad.
not
We are
all
bad
bad.
people. We are bad
No,
people. We
I
are bad
don't agree
people.
with you, John.
Anybody that takes something that does not belong to him is a bad person. Is a thief. Call a spade a spade. Then we'll move on as a nation.
John, John,
Call a spade a spade. Then we'll move on as a nation.
John.
Listen, I want to ask you a question. If
John,
this woman was
John.
your mother, if this woman was your mother, would you allow her date a a
Yes,
35-year-old
yes,
woman? Boy,
yes, yes, I
you're a
will.
big liar. You're a
No,
big liar.
Stephen,
Yes,
Sir
yes, yes.
Stephen,
You're a big liar. Stop
John.
it.
If
You guys
see,
stop it.
John, the fact that somebody is old does not mean they cannot do what they used to do in their 40s anymore.
There's nothing they can do.
Because we're all going
I
to
said
grow
there's nothing
old
they can do.
someday.
There's
No,
nothing they can do.
I take that
At
back.
77,
Sean,
your
Sean,
John,
sorry, I said
your
it,
drive is
John,
gone. Your drive is
John,
gone. It's
John,
dried up.
that's a lie. It will shock
listen,
Madam,
you.
John,
call your
John,
gynecologist. Don't do
John,
admitting.
it will
Admit your
shock
John,
you.
gynae.
It will shock
Admit
you.
your gynae.
it
Do
will
you
John,
know what
shock you.
77 is?
John, it will shock you. I'm not of
Yes,
the opinion that anybody cannot fall in love at any time. It is one life we all have to live. If you find that love at 42, you can still find that same love at 98. It is just one life to live. Enjoy that life that you have to live. That is my belief. I would not say because she's 77 she cannot find love. And I'm like, this woman is smart. She knows what she's doing. She has somebody else over there that keep getting it
He said
going.
this.
She's not
Listen,
stupid.
madam,
She's not stupid.
you will think this woman is smart until you meet these boys in person. I know them. I drink with them. I eat with them. You think this woman is smart until you meet these boys you're talking about. These boys can literally do anything to make you believe them.
you
But
know,
that's why we are
John,
all here telling Bobby to take it easy.
There's
That's why
nothing
I'm
John,
you
giving
tell.
her nuggets.
There's nothing you tell her here. Eh? There's nothing you tell
John,
her here that will make you have
John,
belief.
John,
From this
can I
woman
tell you
probably her
something?
picture. They tie her for one place for Saba. Or believe.
Uh, but whatever.
John,
The
can
thing
I
is,
tell you something?
Bobby, go on and talk here.
All I'm saying is when it
Jo-
happens, please don't go to your embassy and start whining and start reporting to the FBI. Because they will count it as another strike on Nigeria. When it happens, lick your wounds and deal with it. Please.
Okay, okay. How
Simple.
about the Nigerians that broke into my state's unemployment insurance and took it all? Had nothing to do with old women or anything else.
You think
But
it's
you
not Steve and his
Nigerians
friends?
are doing more than
You
just
think it's
that.
not Steve and his friends?
No.
Why didn't you look for an American to love you?
What?
Why
Because
didn't
she
you look for an
said,
American?
John, she
John,
said, and I
John,
quote,
no.
Uh,
Americans were not nice to her.
so the
Yeah.
only Americans were not nice to her because of her age. The only reason why the Steve is nice to her with her age is because of
See,
DNA. DNA.
this woman is not
DNA.
stupid. She's not stupid, and she's not doing more than I'm sure she's not doing so much because we have all told her to be careful when it comes to sending money to Steve. So she's not stupid.
Madam, have you not? Did you hear when she said that Steve told her let them open a foundation? Are you smart
But
at
that,
all?
but no,
A
listen.
Once
foundation,
he's
and
here,
the foundation is going to be run. The foundation
once
is going to be
he's
phantom.
here,
The
once
foundation is going
he's
to be
here.
phantom. Those children
John,
don't exist.
John, for her to have come here, my thing is this: I don't want us to rule it all out. There might not be love, but madam, Bobby, be very careful.
There's no love.
That's why we're here to guide you. It's a good thing you know that the freeze. Whatever you're not sure of, whatever that looks a bit clumsy to you, reach out to Daddy Freeze. I know one thing, this man Daddy Freeze is a very true person, he's a good man, and he'll always tell you the truth. So you're welcome on this platform. We're happy to have you here, Bobby. Whatever Stephen is telling you, and your mind tells you, let me double check. Please reach out to Daddy Freeze and it will let you know and it can do the background work for you. But I'm not going to rule it out that the love cannot exist at 77. As I am, I'm ready to go all the way, even when I'm 98 by God's grace. If I find a 35-year-old boy, I am ready to go on with him. It's just one life we have to live. And this one life, Daddy Freeze, Bobby, John, I want to enjoy it by God's grace to the fullest. So,
Yeah.
Bobby, I have a friend in you. You have a friend in me. I'm going to have you. But see, we're
But the
good
only people
people,
adding
but we
you, they
can
will
be.
beg you for money tomorrow. They will collect your money
God
tomorrow.
forbid.
That
God
is why they're adding
forbid.
you. Adding you,
God forbid. Look at me.
they
I
will collect your
look at
money
see
tomorrow.
what.
They will
No,
call you tomorrow and
I
tell you one
I
story and
don't
collect your
need I
money.
don't need
That's
our
why they're
money
adding
for
you.
anything.
Madam,
I don't need
you're
that.
old.
I don't need our
Go and
money
meet
for
your
any.
fellow old people and be friends with them.
I
Simple.
don't need
Or
our
make
money
peace
for
with your kids.
anything. I'm just trying to say is that we are not going to shut her up. We're not going to rule it out that
I'm
Stephen
not
might
I'm
be a
not
good
ruling her
person.
out. I'm telling her the
Yeah,
truth.
But
Me, I'm telling her
see,
the
I
truth.
don't know. I don't know who you sit down with to drink with, John. But I'm trying to tell you that Stephen will actually be a good boy.
I'm
He
telling
might
her
be
what
a
I'll
good
tell.
boy.
I'm telling her what I'll tell my
And he's one
five.
person. And he's one
I'm
person
telling
God
her
will
what I'll
use
tell
to
my
help
85-year-old
somebody.
father. I'm telling
Listen,
her what
it's
I'll tell
one
my
person,
85-year-old father.
John. It
If
is
he if
one
he falls in love
person.
with a 35-year-old girl, my father, if my 85-year-old father comes home today and tells me that there's this 35-year-old girl that he wants, I will first and foremost tell him, give me the paper documents of all your houses. Because I know that's what the girl is after. When
It's
I
just your
enter home, I got
mentality.
Because
documents.
she's in Nigeria. Because that's what
Is
Nigerian
Steve,
girls
where is
over
Steve? Is
there
Steve in
do.
Kenya or Senegal?
Bobby, don't listen to
Why is
John.
Steve not in Nigeria?
Bobby,
Is
don't
Steve not
listen
in
to
Nigeria?
John. Bobby, don't listen to
Is
John.
Steve not
Be
in
You
very
know,
Nigeria?
careful. My
you know what?
final words. My
You know what?
final
If
words,
I had
Bobby.
an X up
They go
here in
chop you.
the corner of his thing, I would X him out right now.
Who?
Mm. All right,
John.
John. Let me bring somebody else.
Yeah, let
Where is
John
it?
go.
No, 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 no. He's coming back. Everybody's coming
Madam,
back.
madam,
Everybody's
if
going
now
and
when you
coming.
talk that one, I'm not going to even go.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, 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 no. It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm
John,
bringing
please.
Offure. Offure. Oju, do you want to come back? Offere is sending me. Nene is sending me her request. Who should
Okay,
I
just
bring?
DF, my final words. Me, I'm ready to go. Bobby,
Okay.
I wish you the very best.
Thank
Stephen
you.
might actually be a good person.
He
I
is.
believe that God has ways of connecting people and helping people. You might be that person God wants to use to help Stephen, but be very careful with your
Okay, now
funds.
he now
Don't
wants to
throw
help
your
Stevie.
funds.
Now
Don't
she
throw
now
your
wants to
funds
help
to
Stevie.
Steve. Listen, don't throw your funds to
Every
Steve
Nigerian is against you.
without double
People are
checking.
beginning to realize.
Don't give
Yeah.
him money too much.
Every Nigerian
If
is
you
against
feel you really want to do something major for him, reach out to somebody like Daddy Freeze to actually help you check again. But
Okay.
you're welcome into the community. Nigerians, yes, we're very smart, but we're not bad people. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you. Thank you, Daddy Freeze.
Nice.
Bye, John. Bye.
Thank you very much. Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
very
you.
Bye.
much. All right. So let me bring Nene. Nene wants to come. Uh-huh.
Madam, don't say I did not tell you. You see this boy? He knows what he's doing. I would do the same thing if I was in his shoes. If I was as broke as he is, huh? If I was desperate like he was, I would do the same thing. I can always go to an electrical shop every morning when I want to call you from that electrical shop. I'll show you when I'm soldering cables on a television so that you feel I'm hardworking. All I'm saying
Why is
is,
he back?
No, you
I'm
know
in the.
what? At this point, John, he doesn't go to the
Nene, what's
shop
wrong with your
anymore
stuff?
because there's no
I don't
work.
even know. I'm trying to. Maybe it's
Oh
network.
yeah, press X. Let
but
me bring another
Yeah,
person.
your
People they queue up.
network is bad.
Okay.
Your
Nene,
but you
no
network
said
is
vex.
circulating.
Sort out your network, please.
he works for an aluminium company where they
From
make windows.
it's a little store.
Okay, a little store where they make windows.
Yeah.
I
Now,
don't know. My network was
if I
just
want to,
taking. Oh my God.
Just press X. Press X
if
because you have
if
locked
you,
my own network now.
if you want to earn the trust of an individual, there are a lot of things you need to do. First and foremost, you need
Ah,
to
you don't lock
let.
my Nene. You don't become bad market for me. Oh. Nene, you don't lock my Instagram now. I can't bring anybody else again.
Yeah, hers is circulating badly.
Yeah, and with that, I might not be able to bring anybody up again. Ah, Nene, please, guys,
Oh no,
you really
it has got.
frustrate us when I had to remove her. But when I remove her, sometimes let me go and watch with another account. Sometimes they hang on.
She's still here.
Guys, can you see her hanging on?
Yeah, I
Can you
can
see
see her.
her hanging on?
I
You
can
can
see
still
her.
see her,
Mm.
and I've removed
I
her.
can't see her. I
So I
can't see
can't
her.
bring anybody else again. I have to restart the live. That's the thing, yeah. Nene, you messed up my live. Oh. You did. If your internet was not good, you should not have requested. You've messed everything up for me. So I can't bring anybody else again. And this is so maybe what we're going to do is we're going to end the live. Is she gone now? John, can you still see her? Check.
Let me check. She's still here.
She's still there.
She's still here.
Okay, let me try. But I can't see requests. That's the sad thing now. I can't see requests. Let me bring off Ray. It wasn't even off Ray I wanted to bring. So people, let me tell you how Instagram works. Yeah, there are people who
Wait,
set
my hair. Oh,
once I click them. Eh?
oh dear.
So
One.
she's still there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
I'm
end the
here.
live and come right back. Yes, you can come, but I can't see the other people, like 50 other people who want to come.
Oh, right. Okay.
So Nene, try for me this night. Let me end and come back. We're coming right back.
Okay.